Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne and Servant of Humanity. Welcome in, everybody. And thank you, Bard, for the 17 months and for all of you with the stream streaks. We got 40, 10, 20. Well done, well done. How is everybody doing? It's a Monday. Oh no, guys, the sky is falling. It's a Monday and she's streaming. It's okay. It's all gonna be okay. I wanted to make up for us not watching stuff last week. And yeah. So this is what we're doing today. It's what we're doing today. Also, I have important news. So nobody panic. Nobody panic. It's not this weekend, but the following weekend. The 10th, 11th, and 12th. There will be no streams. I hate to bring the bad news, but there are no streams. I apologize, but it's okay. We will plan something in the Discord. I know, I'm sorry. I know. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Sorry. I've panicked enough. Well, don't panic anymore. Don't panic anymore. I'm here. Oh no. I'm here from shorts in a video with Lord Pancreas. No works. Great work all around, but I'm here to say knife ears. Dang it. You're using slurs in my chat? Death dice. I'm sorry. I know you just got here, but you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to leave. That's insulting. Yeah. Hit the button, chat. Look, I've got heretics to take care of next week. I apologize. I apologize. You're probably working on a Drukhari army and wanted to take some time off. Derek, I knew it was you. I saw Drukhari and you're like, I can't help myself. I can't help myself. No, I've just got some things. But we're gonna have some a community night or maybe nights, depending on moderator availability. But don't worry, there will be stuff, and then I'll be back. I'll be back. Would you prefer tree hugger to knife ears? Great question. I feel like tree hugger has like a more positive connotation to it. I feel like it has a more positive connotation, so we'll go with that. What videos am I going to react to? Well, a bunch of you guys sent in some videos. I forgot to look at them. I was a bit busy before this. So I did not give a good look at what we're gonna watch, so it's gonna be whatever floats my boat, but we will be watching a video by Gaijin Goomba. He wanted me to watch it. He told me yesterday that I should watch it. It's about the Blood Angels, so you know, we're gonna do that. Eldar versus Humanity, the War of Birth Rates. That seems fascinating. That seems fascinating. We will investigate this matter. This is very important. Very, 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 very important. Goomba, yeah. Let me, 1 second. Let me pull up the video. Because I did not do that in advance. I suck a little for that, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, I guess it's his second account. It's a different. It's not Gaijin Goomba. It's his second account, but still him. But it's not him at the same time. If you feel me. Let's see, where's his other. one moment. Yeah, it's Gimgam Glitzdaka. It's different, but same guy. Oh, I always just call him by Goomba. I forget. Alright, one moment. There we go. Okay, sorry. I'm pulling things up. And, you know, we'll just go, we'll fly by the seat of our pants, based on what you guys put in, because I was like, I felt bad that I couldn't make it work last week, so now we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. The War of the Birth Rates, that one is only 2 minutes long. I'm interested, but that one's only 2 minutes long, so I wonder what's gonna be said here. Okay. Should we start? Maybe we'll get it done. I don't know. I don't know. How many heretics does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know how many. Is this gonna be a joke about the Emperor? My moderators are ready. My inquisitors are ready to take you out if it's a joke about the Emperor. You've not heard Goomba's name in years? Oh man, APOC, we were collabing yesterday. We played Speed Freaks. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You missed it. It was a good time. Just a reminder that Trazen probably has a collection of cat girls. Yeah, unsurprising. Unsurprising. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. It's not, I get it. I get it. I get it. Look, if any one of you is Trazen, I think most of you would probably do that as well. I can't say I blame them. Cat girls are cute. Okay, we'll get started. We'll get started. What's up? Not much. We're gonna watch some stuff that chat recommended I watch. I popped in for a little bit, got gifted for Goomba. Yeah, see? Yeah, because he got some sub. Watcher came in and he dropped, like, I think 50 subs or something? Very based, very based. Yeah, well, let me clarify. He also dropped 50 subs so that he would target me when we played games. So, you know, a small price to pay, I guess. 100? No, he gifted 100. Oh, I thought it was just the 50. I don't see on my end how much he gifted, but based? 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 Okay. This was the video that he released like the other week, and apparently it got like turbo borked by the algorithm. So there, we got the video. Please go follow him, like his video, get this thing more views, because I mean, you can see here what his other videos generally get. So this one got wrecked by the algorithm. For other people's videos I've watched, I am a somewhat long-form content creator, not in the same way other people are. For the people that put in a lot of like good hard work for these videos, please go like follow, comment, like, you know, make the algorithm be like happy, because YouTube is pushing a lot of shorts lately, which is, you know, beneficial for me but not so beneficial for others. So please go follow all these people, like them, and comment. Give them some help. There's also, I think, a hype feature on your phone. I've not used it before. Not familiar with it. So, we are going to mute that. Okay. Let me turn the redeems off. Let me check. Okay. Okay, chat. How's my audio sound, by the way? Good? Better? I'm curious to how it sounds, because it's been weird lately. But the Omnissiah has blessed me because I didn't have to do anything. It fixed itself. I don't know. I don't know how it works. You only have 5 hypes a week to give. Oh, so you gotta ration them. Interesting. Huh. Okay, let me do audio check for this.
Hey, you kids. You know, lads, life is really cool right now, you know?
It's just loud at the very beginning. Sounds fine. Okay. Okay, gentlemen. Blood Angel Beakies explained by orcs. I imagine orcs would really like the Blood Angels because they love melee and they love getting stuck in. But I bet you there's an element where they're a little terrified when they go into the Black Rage and they're like, this isn't fun anymore. This is not fun. I'm interested to see what he has to say. I'm also reading the Gazgul book, War Boss of Bosses, and I'm quite enjoying it. It's very nice. But, you know, we'll see.
Hey, you kids. You know, lads, life is really cool right now, you know? Orcs is finally getting some proper recognition from Gork's wisdom as of late. We finally got a model for the legendary speed freak was...
I'm gonna say this every time. Amazing mini. I almost want to paint orcs because of this mini. I could do this mini by itself, honestly, but like, mwah. Mwah, it's so good. Anyways.
Stuck a gutsmack. We got the return of the greatest Yumi that ever existed, Commissar Yerrick.
I'm sorry, the greatest Yumi is Sanguinius. So, you know. Gotta check your facts there.
The boys is being prominently showcased in the new Total Warhammer 4 and many game. There's the grand return of one of the best bosses in the galaxy, War Boss Gorkut's Headhunter, for the new Dawn of 4 game. And I don't think I need to repeat myself. Oh, who this Orcs kid? I love to repeat myself about this. Orcs is absolutely, what do you mean call it? Mogging? Yeah! Boys is absolutely mogging on the beakies in the new 11th edition of the big game. We just mogging so hard that I did 2 review videos about it. But I is a gracious boy and I'm willing to let you kids in on a little secret, alright? He's just a fan of old Bale Yerrick. What about that Captain Cyrus from them Blood Ravens?
Great question.
That the boys fighting in Dawn of War? Or even them Blood Angel Biggies that all the boys is dropping in the new edition of the big game coming
Avert
soon.
your eyes.
Well, I got some good news for you then, boys. Cause all them kids is coming to this fun little Zorgan game that I love so much that I talked about before. Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus. Yeah. The Tacticus boys wanted to sponsor another video of mine to tell you all about these dead-hard things that is coming to their game. You want to get into the shoes of Gay School's Crod, Commissar Yerrick, and Crumpa Puncher boys? Well, starting on June 24th, you can jump into this here character quest
it's past
for 3
the 24th.
days, where for every win that you can get these little shards so you can unlock Yerrick for any fight in the game faster. Same goes for that there Blood Raven Captain Cyrus lad. Also starting in June, this here boy is the first Blood Ravens to ever be playable in Tacticus. And even if for whatever reason you don't like none of them boys, just about every other faction you can think of in this universe has got champions in this here game. With all different kinds of game modes too. PvE campaigns, PvP, guild raids, and lots more. I mean, personally, of course, ours is gonna play
He's
the
got a
orcs.
squig.
I mean, look at these boys, full of shooting and smashing. Oh, what's that? You wants to play as the orcs too? Well,
yeah, I definitely said
in the description and use the code GlitzDoctorCase to not only get 2,000 gold and 50 black stones, but also 10 shards of Boss Golgos themselves, so you can start dropping like an orc. Either way, if you want a good old fun game set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, filled with fast-paced strategy on your smart devices, use this here QR code or that link in the description that I mentioned, download the game, and get ready for a proper scrap. Now, Dean. We just got done talking about all the orky things coming into the 11th edition of the big
That's not even talking about the Kill Team box set that just came out.
game. Why not talk about the beakies that the boys is going to be cropping on Armageddon? I mean, we already explained what the Lucky Blue Beakies was all about from a proper orky perspective, so why not talk about Blood Beakies with a proper orky perspective?
Yes.
So for all you Yumis that either wants to learn about the Blood Beakies or just loves them so much you want to hear about them again, sit down, shut your gob, and open your lungs. Cause this is Blood Angel Beakies explained by an orc.
Okay.
Let's see here, back then, according to the Yumis, days was like 1, 3, 6, 9. They was the 9th big group of biggies in the Yumis Imperium. I mean, back then, there were lots of biggies. More than there is now, but anyway. The first thing you need to know about the Blood Beakies is that in the beginning, they was raw killy. Probably one of the best scraps a ball could ever ask for. See, despite the fact that these beakies was more tall and weedy compared to the other beakies, they had a ferocity for fighting that would rival even an orc. They loved getting up close with nothing in their head besides the need for a big old scrap. And something else that made these beakies pretty orky-like was how much they loved eating tickets that they cropped. And you see,
Yes.
I'll never understand that about Humies. You look at that and say, oh, that's bad.
Yes.
But look, I hate to tell you this, Humies, but to most orcs, use is downright delectable.
I think that's a chicken. I think that's like a chicken, and it's like, I don't know, it looks like a butt.
I don't think so.
I don't know what
Seriously,
that picture
you boys
is.
even know what uses eating on to regular. What in Cork's crate cream would I want to eat something that's been eating this? Ugh.
Yes, that is a rump roast. Yes.
To most orcs, though, Humies is a raw tasty snack. And apparently these here blood beakies tend to agree. Because based on what's all read about them, they love snacking on Humies just as much as the boys do. In fact, these youth blood beakies even got proper teeth. Just not all the time, apparently. I will say this, though, that unlike the boys, these here youth blood beakies, despite wanting to fight...
I never noticed the face before. I didn't realize that was there.
all the time was also whingy and whiny about a lot of stuff. So me, you think they
look, their dad hadn't come back and they were very upset about it.
Was crops with how much that they would sulk and complain and whine, almost like they didn't like all the fighting they was doing. Now, in yet another gone variety case of Humies being stupid, the Humie Imperium apparently looked at these beakies that was really good at cropping and decided that they weren't gonna give them the best weapons, armor, and other gear so they could crop better.
Yep,
Well, I think I kinda get it. You wouldn't exactly give a group of mad boys a shooter, but you got some mob of beakies that's just really good at crumping, so much so it's all they can think about. Why not give them the best Humie talker and choppers? Makes no fucking sense to me. Sad to say though, boys, that the youth beakies got ruined whenever the Imperium Humies found that their hawk squig of a Humie sung it. Big Wing the Blood Beaky Boss. Anyway, Big Wing the Blood Beaky Boss was, well, they was right weird. First things first, when Big Wing met the Emperor, they apparently started crying. Which, you know, average Humie behavior. But he was crying crystals that, when they hit the dirt, flowers and things started growing. Would one of you Humies please hold and explain to me how the soul that works based on the basic rules of botanics?
Since when have orcs ever followed the basic rules of botanics? I feel like the orcs don't even need sun to grow. They just do. They just do it. So, no, I don't need to explain it.
That ain't the only thing that didn't make sense for Beaky Boss Big Wing to do. Apparently, Big Wing saw their beaky boys and couldn't accept the fact that they was the most dead old beakies there was. Except for maybe them stinky beakies or the Iron boys. But no. Big Wing decided that they was gonna take their bloody beaky boys and make them boring. Instead of fighting, stomping, crumping, and crunching, Big Wing that kid taught all the blood youth beakies to focus on doing boring stuff, like painting, and writing a bunch of hummy words that sounded nice when they was all said together. This is what Quad's talking to. Dog me.
That is true.
Or gets to be fair at the very least, when something stupid gets in the way of the blood beakies getting their arts and crafts
I love seeing the
supplies,
classic art.
they would clobber the offenders right proper. But why? How could you take the killiest boys the Humies got and make them into, well, Humies? I realize I just answered my own question, but still, Big Wing turned one of the best legions of boys from dead-on powerhouses to this. The good news, though, boys, is that the blood beakies, no matter how boring Big Wing tried to make them, still deep down really wanted to crump like a wild boy, letting themselves reject humanity and return to crumping. Now, sometime later, the Wolfie get horsey enacted the horsey heresy.
Horsey,
but old
yes.
Horsey knew that the big beaky boss Big Wing was, despite being a faffy painter, still really good at crumping. So, because Horsey was a scared little pansy, they sent Big Wing and their boys out to some planet over that way called Cygnus Prime. And it was there they found a great big Zolkin war cribbly named Cabanda. This was one mean cribbly too. Nothing
oh my
that
goodness.
School couldn't crump, but was still raw killy.
Honestly, I don't know all of the Gazgul lore, but I would love to see a fight with him and Cabanda. Yes, I would love to see that. I'd love to read that. That sounds great.
After a big fight, Cabanda told Big Wing that Horsey was being sussy and planning on crumping the Emperor. Of course, being a Yumi, Big Wing said, no, you get, I'd win, and crumps Cabanda. But only after Big Wing got their legs broken by the big gribbly kid. Now, on their way out, Cabanda crumped like 5 and many blood beakies, which was enough of a bad thing apparently that it knocked out Big Wing. Again, sogging weird. That's like saying a war boss would have to take a nap because 5 and many boys got smashed.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Anyway, far too long of a story short, Big Wing, alongside Robot Gorilla Man, Lion L, Door, and Jaggy, went down to the Yumi-owned planet and fought Horsey and their Horsey heresy. The thing is, though, is that Big Wing found themselves fighting Horsey all alone. And also sure is a fun scrap to watch for Humies, but in the end, Big Wing got crumped right and proper by Horsey. And this is where things get right weird. Apparently, Big Wing got crumped so hard that all the blood beakies got PTSD. And from time to time, they get so...
I like the concept that orcs know about PTSD. I imagine they don't do much about it.
angry that they hallucinate themselves as Big Wing and every other kid they see as Horsey. So, in this here, Black Rage, as they call it, the blood beaky goes around crumping everything that they see on top of their red thirst thingy that makes them want to crump everything anyway. So 2 scoops of war frenzy, I calls it, haha. But Humies being Humies, the blood beakies is trying all kinds of ways to suppress their red thirsty thing and the black rage at the same time. And apparently, they do that by doing the same weirdy human things I mentioned before. Writing talking Humie poetry, painting pretty pictures. Ugh. They even only drink donated blood to them instead of going out and getting blood like a proper boy should be. Suppressing their hungry for fighting, I guess, which is pretty fucking stupid. But for all the blood beakies that can break away from their stupid human nature and finally getting back to being crumping machines, they gets put into the death company. where their red armor is painted dead on black, and they goes to the biggest, best scraps that the Bloodbeakies gets.
Is it
Lucky
good
lads,
fight?
them.
Yeah, very good
So,
fight.
how does a Bloodbeaky become a Bloodbeaky? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag, that is. Firstly, all would-be Bloodbeakies got to walk across this here desert on their own planet, trying to survive, and crumping every other would-be beaky that they can find one-on-one. And only when 50 boys is left, they all go to the big Bloodbeaky fortress shack, and then they go to stand
It's an oversimplification, but it is an orc.
around for 7 and many 2 hours doing nothing. So, I mean, that's just torture right there, that is. You give the boys something fun to do, only to make them stand around being bored.
Dude, yeah, so how it works is that they sit in the chapel, and they're like, okay, meditate. You fall asleep, you're done. And, like, you can't move. You just have to sit there. It's like, bro, that's wild. After all of that, hey, welcome in, Raiders. We're watching some videos recommended by my community. And DinoFan, thank you for gifting the sub. I hope you guys had a great stream.
Logical, kids. Well, apparently if the boys don't fall asleep while standing around, they got to drink from this big old cup that got Big Wing's blood in it. And that's gotta be some strong brew.
It is.
Because it knocks a Zogger right out for over a year. Must be a Zogger big hangover after they wake up. I mean, that's if they wakes up.
Yes.
Despite all the would-be
Yep.
Bloodbeakies put into casket boxes to sleep off the brew, some of them wake up too Zoggen early, trapped in their box, and go absolutely metal.
I would
while
too.
others just Zoggen die. So, how much did Big Wing drink on the daily to make their blood like that? It's gonna be stronger than any other fungus brew I've ever had. Wait, drinking blood, sleeping in caskets, boy teeth? I've seen these kids before. I think. Anyway, let's wrap up the Bloodbeakies the best way that we can. By talking
They do have vampire squigs, so, like, they would know the word vampire.
about how they Zoggen fight. Ha! Now, to anyone with a Zoggen brain, one would look at all that red and think, Zoggen, heck, these Bloodbeakies must be really Zoggen fast. Which they is. They do everything they can to go really, really fast and get stuck in as soon as possible. Not only do they paint themselves red, but also their wagons, speedsters, and their rocket packs is all colored red.
Fast.
Honestly, all you need to do is put a proper glyph on them, and you can convince me that these boys was evil sons. I mean, they got the same philosophy. Get stuck into the fight as fast as they can. And these boys, these boys, they got more assault speedy beakies than any other beakies in the Imperium. Lots and lots of them got jump rockets to get them into the fights faster, and even their big bosses use jump rockets. Finally, one of the best things that Bloodbeakies do is that they'll drop their biggest wagons and tanks right in front of the fight. No wasting time. They just drop everything into the scrap that they can and get right to crumping. Something I absolutely respect about these kids. I must say, I think the Bloodbeakies is pretty okay. Maybe less faffing about with paint and such and more giving into their instincts for proper scrapping. But at least the things they do because they's as right speedy and ready to get stuck in. Not like them lucky blue beakies that's only great because they's lucky and blue. Anyway, what do you boys think? Let me know in them talking boxes below, and a big thanks to Tacticus for sponsoring another one of our videos. Be sure to check out the link in the description or their QR code on screen. And the biggest thanks to all the boys, bosses and knobs that keep throwing their teeth at us so we can keep making the best, greenest, meanest orky videos we possibly can. You boys is the best. In any case, lads, as always, sub up and zog off.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I have no notes. No notes. Please go watch his video. It's been borked by YouTube, so please, 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 please. I need to sub to him? Yeah, go sub. Sub to him. Okay, let me take a look. Let me see. I did have this other video. I'm very interested to see how it goes. Eldar versus humanity and something about birth rates. It's 2 minutes long, so I don't expect it to be serious. You know, kind of curious about that. Anyways, we'll go to that. That is true, you're right. He did not bring up the weird boys. You're correct. Yeah, he didn't talk about the weird boys and how there's like one big weird boy, yeah. And that they've got those special dreadnoughts. What's my favorite orc clan? Yeah, it sounds very, like, basic, but the Goths are nice and simple. The Goths are nice and simple. I kind of like them. Mephiston is the weird boy. Psyker. The weird boys are psychers. And thank you, Break Fates, for the super chat. What sounds like something, that Pancreas would make? I don't know. What would Pancreas make? I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Okay, we got that. I want to watch this one. Okay. I'll put this one in. We'll come back to it. Okay, sorry. Because I didn't pull these up in advance, it's gonna be a bit of a mess. Okay, so this guy, Whispers of the Warp, I've not watched any of his videos before, but something about Eldar versus humanity and birth rates, and let's hope it's not too weird, okay? We'll see how this goes.
The tragic twilight of the Eldari. To truly understand the tragic twilight of the Eldari, you have to look past their elegant starships, their master-crafted wraithbone, and their world-shaking psychic powers. You have to look at the nursery. To the dying Eldar, humanity is not just a political threat or an aggressive neighbour. We are a terrifying, unstoppable tide of vermin. They look at the Imperium of Man the exact same way. A clean homeowner looks at a sudden, overwhelming plague of rats, and it isn't because of our technology or our faith. It is simply because of how horrifyingly fast we reproduce. While the human race can lose an entire hive world to a tyrannid invasion and completely replenish its numbers across a few sectors in a matter of generations, a single casualty for the Eldari is an existential crisis.
It's
to
huge,
understand why, we have to dissect the incredibly complex, agonizingly slow, and downright bizarre reality of Eldar reproduction. Before we can look at how the Eldar are born, we have to understand how long they live. The Eldari are remarkably long-lived by human standards.
Did we see the... That's so funny. This is a rogue trader. This character is human. So it's not even... That's a half Eldar right there.
Remarkably long-lived by human standards, functionally capable of surviving for more than 1,000 years unless an unexpected accident or a violent battlefield disease claims them first. In fact, under stable conditions, the average Eldar lifespan is estimated to stretch well over 2,000 years. To put this incredible longevity into historical perspective, consider this. By the time of the Great Rift and the Era Indomitus, the Eldari have recorded only 5 generations passing since the catastrophic fall of their entire empire back in the 31st millennium. 5 generations in 10,000 years. But this near immortality comes with a devastating evolutionary curse. Their reproductive biology is painfully slow. The Eldar gestation cycle is significantly longer than almost any other sapient race in the known galaxy. They do not
I want to know if anyone has actual numbers, because I've looked into this to try to figure it out, but like... I want to know.
Have children. They must invest centuries of time, energy, and biological certainty into a single spark of life. Imperial scholars and the Magos of the Adeptus Mechanicus have spent millennia trying to crack the secrets of Xeno's physiology, but few have ever come close to documenting the true mechanics of Eldar breeding. One of the most fascinating accounts comes from a radical corner of the Inquisition. A human Magos named Darvel, serving under the radical Ordo Xenos Inquisitor Maturin Raleigh, managed to conduct a highly detailed autopsy on a deceased male exodite. What Darvel discovered completely shocked him and defied traditional human biology. While the external reproductive organs of the Eldari appeared outwardly analogous to those of a human, the internal delivery mechanics were wildly alien. Magos Darvel observed that gamete delivery occurred in highly distinct successive stages, utilizing multiple corresponding internal organs designed specifically for each phase of development. This led the Magos to personally speculate a fascinating theory. Elder conception does not happen all at once. Instead, it occurs over highly extended periods of time, raising the incredible possibility that additional genetic material must be supplied by the parents in preordained successive stages throughout the entire gestation period. While Darvel admitted his lines of thought were ultimately inconclusive, it paints a clear picture. Creating an Eldar is a deliberate multi-part biological puzzle. Because their biology demands such a ridiculous multi-stage investment of time and genetics, actual births among the Eldar are catastrophically rare. New generations do not explode into the galaxy. Instead, they emerge as a fragile trickle, with new children only appearing every few centuries within a given community. Because of this scarcity, every single child born to the Eldar is cherished, protected, and revered in a profound manner that younger, short-lived races like humanity find utterly impossible to comprehend. But within these rare arrivals, there is a phenomenon that is considered the most sacred occurrence of all: the birth of twins or triplets. Such sets of multiple siblings are considered entirely fated by Eldar society. They are instantly recognized as special and invariably grow up to find positions of immense undisputed power within their communities. Most famously, these fated siblings go on to form the exclusive crews of the colossal Eldar Titans. Because of the natural, deeply intense...
I just read Valador, which talked about that. For the craft world of Iandon, they had a set of twins, and usually Eldar get to choose what path they want to go down. So there's like thousands of options and like careers you can do. Well, the female, like the sister, she really wanted to become a poet, and the brother was like, oh yeah, I want to do war things, but because of like the bad luck of Iandon, she didn't get a choice. They now both got to pilot Titans, and she sucked.
Emotional bonds shared between twins or triplets from birth, combined with the Eldar's latent psychic powers, they form a near-perfect psychological relationship. This sibling connection creates a flawless telepathic bridge, linking the minds of the pilots, the towering war machine, and the resident spirit stones, a level of symbiotic harmony that few other individuals in the galaxy could ever hope to achieve. This brings us to the ultimate bitter tragedy of the Eldari race, and the brutal mathematical reality behind why they are doomed to a slow, agonizing extinction. Their entire galactic empire took millions of years of painstaking growth, psychic mastery, and careful cultural building to construct. Yet, when Slaanesh awoke, that entire multi-million-year civilization collapsed instantly. Because of their incredibly low birth rates, they have never been able to recover, rebuild, or replace the billions of lives they lost on that fateful day.
Billions? No, my guy. Trillions. Like, if not quadrillions. Like, it's an insane amount of Eldar lives that were lost.
Now, look at the contrast with humanity. Over the span of just a few thousand short years, humans have built massive galactic empires, watched them completely crumble into horrific dark ages, and yet they have always been able to rapidly bounce back and reclaim the stars. Why? Because of our massive explosive birth rates. Humanity treats 1 trillion casualties as a minor logistical oversight because we breed like an unstoppable wildfire, while the Eldar treat a single lost cradle as a tragedy that takes centuries to heal. The Eldar are fighting an honourable war for survival, but in a grim dark galaxy, biology is destiny, and their destiny is running out of time. If you want to keep exploring the deep, uncensored archives of the Xenos and the Traitor Legions, make sure to secure your coordinates by liking, subscribing, and joining the Vanguard. Drop a comment below. Do you think the Eldar's slow reproduction makes their lore more tragic, or did their own evolutionary arrogance doom them from the start?
So, evolutionary arrogance, you say that as if like they have control over that, which you could potentially argue that they were so advanced they probably could control genetics to a certain extent if they want to, but I feel like for the most part that sort of thing just happens naturally on its own. This is my thought. Feel like they had to have gene edited themselves, though. There's no way they had the cycle back during the War in Heaven. That's true. You would need a steady stream of Eldar. It's possible, but man, it doesn't make a lot of sense to like make it so you only have kids every once in a while. That's just, I don't know. I guess to me, it doesn't make sense, but if you think about the Eldar decline, you could argue that their descent into, like, decadence and debauchery, they were very much self-centered, and when you are kind of in that headspace, the last thing you're thinking about is, like, having a child, because that requires you to no longer be focused on yourself, because now you have a being to take care of, so, you know, that... When I phrase it like that, it makes a little bit more sense to me. Anyways. Very interesting. The only downside, and this is not his fault, is that I wish there was more lore, like more like direct references that we could quote. Instead, it's like kind of vague. And I think they do that on purpose. Like, they do it on purpose. So, you know, you can't find the direct quotes and the direct references. Anyways. Yeah, they talked that they have to, like, so this was from 2 weeks ago, that they, like, quote unquote, like, have to do extra reproduction to produce just one kid. It seems like there's, like, stages, so it's not just like, bam, you're pregnant, honey. It's like a whole thing, but, like, I want to know the book that he got that information from, because I want to read it myself, because I feel like he probably explained it well. I just want to understand it better. Okay, so this one... That was one of the recommendations, but I'm trying to, like, not get stuck in on, like, super, like, long videos. I do have some memes we can watch too, because a lot of you guys recommended memes that we can take a look at as well. You guys sent in a lot of memes. Ask Pancreas, he probably knows the book. Yeah, I can send him a message. He probably knows. Stuck in, look at you embracing the orc terms. That's like... That's not an orc term necessarily. Yeah, they get stuck in, but that's not, like, specific to the orcs. That's not specific to the orcs. Okay. I copied the wrong thing. I pressed copy message link instead of copy link. Okay. How the heresy started.
You see, Melkador? A whole world conquered. I knew it was a good idea to have my dear Primarchs.
He does not look happy about this. He does not look happy about this. Hey, DK, welcome in, Raiders. What are you up to? Hi, guys. Can we get a shout out for DK, please? What were you guys doing? What were you doing today? Today's stream is less exciting. It's not about Taco Bell. What were you guys doing today? Please feel free, go to the bathroom, eat, drink, whatever you gotta do, sleep. Thank you for coming over, and thank you for the raid. We like it when you come over and hang out, although we're not talking about Taco Bell. Darktide and arguing about if a sister character would fit in Darktide. Ooh, what a very interesting concept. I feel like you could have a sister. Unfortunately, I think the Arbites kind of fulfills the role of the sister, because the sister kind of fits between Arbites and Zealot. A Repentia, maybe? Meh. Wait a second. I know why you want a Repentia in Darktide. I see you. And yes, a Repentia is too close to Zealot, in my opinion. I agree. Oh, yeah, a Hospitaller. Man, I always get so hung up on that word. Is it Hospitalier or is it Hospitaller? Does it change based on where you're from? If I'm an American, am I allowed to say it one way? DK's more focused on Hive Scum. Anyway, whoa. DK was the one who said that. Wait. Look, she's cool, though. I mean, they are cool, but I think you will kill less heretics. What's up, Saul? Short of you, and I came over, didn't realize you were Custodies, but I dig it. Well, since you're new, Elias, I've got lore. I'm like a special Custodies, and not special in the way you think, but I'm a bit silly sometimes. Just give us a Custodies. Game over. That would, yep. See, I just pretend to be bad at Darktide. You can't, because if I show my true power level, I mean, it wouldn't be fun for anyone else. We're there for a good time. I'm never distracted when purging heretics. I think if, certain claws lifted up and you're playing a Repentia, you'd be like, oh. Got Shark here. We made Malkador playable. Oh. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. That'd be so wild. I'm glad the Darktide went well, though. Have you played Skitarii, DK? Have you done any Skitarii stuff? How would one play a pile of ash? Look, you don't have to rub it in my face. I already miss him. I already miss Malkador. I just got Skitarii to 30. Actually, nice. What do you think of the guns? I love the little pistol. Oh, I love that gun. That's great. I need to go find one and buy it. Arc rifle is just so good. It's so much fun, isn't it? Oh, and we didn't talk about this really much on Friday. Do you have any thoughts on the recent reveals? Anything that you're really excited for, or Nana so much? I mean, obviously I'm excited about the Telemon, Dreadnought, and the Custodies box as a whole, but mainly for the Dreadnought. Exodites, obviously bangers. They finally did it. It's gonna be... They look pretty cool. First we're gonna beat them, then we're gonna eat them. Yep. Those minis did look really cool. They were like the right amount of gross, but I don't like that. I want to know where their dinosaurs work out to get their arms that jacked. They took creatine. And they just pick up heavy stuff. That's how you get muscle. Imagine that. Friendly Alfarians, thank you for the 2 months, man. Space creatine. See, what would be, what would they put in space creatine? These are important questions. These are very important questions. Corpse creatine. The highest form of protein you could ever get. Problem Probably not. I was just about to ask, I'm like, has anyone thought about the macros for, like, a human? I'm like, no, that's because it's illegal. How much protein is in a pound of, cool. Let's not think about that. Let's just not. It's not illegal, technically. What do you mean it's not illegal? It's only illegal to acquire the meat. Yes, technically, if you break it down like that. I was talking generally, because I feel like something is illegal if it's... if even one step in the process is a crime. But, you know, I understand people don't see things the way I do. Oh my gosh. Animals can eat a human and it isn't illegal. Yes, because animals are not, like, intelligent in the same way that humans are. Animals don't generally have a sense of morals. My cannibalism is ethically sourced, I assure you, officer. Yeah, tell it to the judge. Oh my, this is taken quite a turn. I wasn't expecting this. Look, don't talk about the flesh tears. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, thank you so much for the raid, DK. You get some rest. We are watching a collection of memes and lore that my community recommended, because they want me to see certain videos and I can't watch them all, but they were like, here, take this. So, you know, we're watching stuff. No, I don't disown any of my children. I may not condone their decisions, but I still love them. I still love them. And Renga, what I was saying is that I'm not saying animals aren't intelligent. I'm saying they're not as intelligent as humans, like, on average. Generally, humans are more intelligent than a dog. Even though dogs are smart and they do know things. That's what I'm saying. She isn't mad, she's just disappointed. Yeah, kind of. That's a good way to put it. Very, very simple. Everyone understands that. Anyways, it's meme time. You guys ready for memes? I was commenting on how Malkador just seems out of it. Oh, you can't see my mouse. My mouse! It's gone. You can't see it. Anyways.
You see, Malkador? A whole world conquered. I knew it was a good idea to have my dear Primarchs. The crusade will be easy.
I still have my doubts, E.
Look, it even has its own glowing aura.
I don't think it's an aura.
Is it his shiny head?
My son, I have come for you. So you are my great father, the Emperor. I am Horus. Bald? Bald! You see?
Yes, that's exactly how it started. That's exactly how it started. Oh my gosh. Oh, did we just... Oh, the ads just hit. The ads have hit us, chat. Oh, nope. One of my mods snoozed it. So we'll watch some other short videos. Here you go. Bald is beautiful, beautiful. We'll watch some of these shorter ones. These are ones I already had on my playlist, so.
Is this gonna be like one?
So we have why the Emperor's Children are the scariest Chaos Legion. I'm concerned.
Is this gonna be like 1, 2, 1, 2, boom, and you out?
I'm gonna you right in the ass. Yeah, I'm gonna bend you over and you right in the ass.
Oh,
Andre, he like to be trying to get into his opponent's heads by saying crazy stuff. He ain't gonna get into my head.
No, I'm not gonna get in your head. I'm gonna get in your ass, just like I said. Just right up in there in that tiny little minuscule ass of yours. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take you to a nice, high, fancy, highfalutin restaurant, and I'm gonna buy you things, wine and dine you. And we're gonna find some things that we have in common, and they're gonna become inside jokes to us. And then we're just gonna laugh about them in the taxi all the way to your house, where I'm gonna you in the ass.
Whatever.
Then I'm gonna take you out for a walk on the beach, and the moonlight's gonna bounce off of your scalp, and I'm just gonna kiss you so tenderly while the waves break. And then right there, right then, I'm gonna you in the sandy ass.
well, at least he's taking him out to dinner. At least he's taking him out to dinner. We'll just go right into the next one, I guess. Yeah, beach dates, they're nice. Those are nice. All right, the luckiest lamenter.
This is Dragos. Gene Stealer infestation has been neutralized. No friendly casualties to report.
Excellent work,
That's
Brother
good.
Dragos. You have made the Emperor proud this day. I'm sending you the coordinates for your extraction now. Let's get you home. Brother, I'm monitoring your vitals and your blood pressure is unusually high.
Oh no.
Is something wrong?
Well,
There should be something wrong.
this whole operation went rather well, don't you think?
Yes, you performed your duties quite admirably indeed.
Yeah, it's just, can you scan the array for life signs?
There's nobody here but you and your fellow Astartes, Dragos. Whatever is the matter?
Sir, I have anxiety.
It must be Necrons then. Necrons, come to kill us all!
Brother, there are no traces of Necron activity on this planet. Get a hold of yourself.
I'm sorry, Command, it's just... In all my years of deployment, I have not once had a mission go this well. No casualties, no surprise unseen enemy emerging in the third act. It all seems too good to be true.
Well, perhaps you can discuss your misgivings with your chaplain when you arrive back
How
at...
are things over there? Have there been any calamitous disasters?
No, Brother Dragos, please, you're putting us all on edge.
Tell me the truth, Emperor, damn you. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
No!
Oh no, this
Brother,
poor
calm
guy.
yourself. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, if you must know, the air conditioning crapped out about an hour ago, but I hardly think that's the stuff of...
Air conditioning?
What's wrong with the...
Preserve our soul.
Before you
I was like, what's wrong with the air conditioning? Well, if you live in the UK or Europe, you'll know not having air conditioning is pretty bad. It's so awesome to have it here in the US. It's so over. It's so over. I understand. Being in the United States, if my air conditioning went out, I'd be very, very sad. It's Jover. It's Jover. Oh, we watched this one. We did watch this one already. I forgot to take it off my list. 1 second.
Come on, this is Drake.
Is this gonna be like...
Oh, it's up here. That's where it is. All right. How Games Workshop treats its Space Marine factions. Okay. Yeah, they get more love. Yeah, that's right. Get loved on. Oh my gosh, yeah. Recently, been getting a lot of love. Yep. Templars too. Sorry, Iron Hands. Sorry. Sorry, it sucks to be you. That was very accurate. That's pretty accurate all around. Very accurate all around. Now the ads have hit us. The ads have hit us. We could probably watch a couple more of these. I disagree with the Space Wolves bit. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. Iron Hands are kicking. I don't know. The Iron Warriors have gotten a lot of stuff lately. So, all right, we'll do this one. How the Sisters of Battle actually look. She doesn't even have armor there. Dang, her butt's just popping out. She's wearing leggings.
Hey, listen, don't you think it's kind of weird?
What do you mean?
That the Adeptus Sororitas look that good, considering all the horror going on around us. When do they even have time to take care of themselves?
I don't know, and I don't really care. We are not concerned with women. We don't reproduce the way mortals do.
I want to make a funny joke, but I'm not gonna.
No, I'm serious. Just look at me then. Look at them.
You look fine to me. You're a no recruit, right?
That's just how it is, bud.
Yeah, but now look at them and tell me they don't look too good for this universe.
No, they have a skincare routine.
No.
What did I just witness? Yeah, I would think that seeing like younger-ish women on the battlefield, you'd be more inclined to be like, wow, in this like terrible world, like these women look amazing. Yeah, old models are they don't look very good. Okay, one more and then we'll go back to normal videos, but this looks pineapples. Oh, look, they embody you, Aurelia. Look, only my sibling can make ugly jokes about me. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. It's okay. He's joking. He's joking, guys. He's messing around. He's fine. My chat's gonna jump you. Okay. Classic Spineapples animation because they're really good. And Noise Marine?
Man, we're gonna f***ing die, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty good, though. I mean...
You know, I've heard that what they're playing actually sounds completely different from their perspective.
No way. I wonder what he's hearing
This
right
doesn't
now.
sound too bad.
I could turn back time.
See, I don't know if I believe this. I don't know if I believe that. That's not really like their vibe.
Tell you that I miss you.
Who do you miss?
I'm alone again.
Die, chaos worshipping.
Wait.
Okay. I mean, it's good that he got taken care of, but... What an end, yep. If only he could turn back time Alas, he could not. Okay. Okay, back to the chat recommendations. There we go, there we go. All right. Chaotic Voices. I think I've seen this comic, but it's been a while. Dang. He looked good, though. I'd be bitter, too. Look, I would be bitter, too. After 10,000 years, he looks fabulous. Well, I grew a beard. Well, especially if I grew a beard. If I grew a beard, that'd be bad.
Oh. Logistics?
10,000 years ago.
Brothers, now I shall perform our daily sacred ritual, the applying of sacred moisturizer.
Yes.
As the codex dictated.
I bet you know what? Now that I think about it, I bet you your brain gave, after, he came back to life, gave him like a special moisturizer to help keep him looking young. How do you think the Eldar remained so youthful? Like, come on. Can I get some of this moisturizer? Sounds like it's good stuff. Highly recommend. Let's see. Oh, let me just post it. Pretty sure it's heretical? No. Take care of your skin, chat. Take care of your skin. Just take care of your skin. That's what's most important. Sorry, like.
Hera.
I love this art. This is so cute. This is so cute. Tell me, look at her, chat, and tell me this isn't cute. Look.
Heresy.
Somebody save her. No. I would pick her up and hold her.
Well said, little one.
What a splendid gentleman. What a splendid gentleman. Wait a second. Chat, can you see this? Can you see it behind my head? Look at this video. I'm sorry. What are abhumans? I didn't know this video existed, but we should watch it. We should watch this. Hang on. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked. They're talking about abhumans here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look, we like a good crack duck video, but like, I don't see a lot of videos about abhumans. To be fair, I don't really look them up, but look. Like Emperor Palpatine once said, do it, we're gonna. I've taken over.
Let me just be real.
I have taken over my own stream.
Hi friends, let me just be real with you. I'm hyped for the new Kill Team box. I covered orcs last week, so let's talk about abhumans next. Plus, we'll finally be talking about the good old guard again. Yippee! So what exactly is an abhuman? They're abominable, that's what they are, and they need a purging. Unless they're useful, that is. But even then, they're still quite abominable.
Chat, I'm useful, right? You think I'm useful, right? Sure. No, like, yes. No, like, yeah. It's just, yeah, sure. Whatever you say, boss. Cool. Okay.
But taking off the silly pants for a second, abhumans are GW's excuse to put more fantasy races into 40k. Alright, I'm just kidding. Silly pants all the way off now. Abhumans are basically just subspecies of humans that evolved to better live on planets with radical environments. Abhumans are looked down upon in the greater Imperium and are usually considered lesser beings. Only the most useful or most normal looking abhumans like ratlings or ogren are allowed Imperial citizenship. And there's a lot of abhuman types with various levels of mutation. Officially, according to Imperial records, there are 27 existing abhuman types. But in this video, I'm only going to cover the most prominent ones or the ones I like. So, R.I.P. Stiltlim fans. They won't be mentioned in this video or, you know, pretty much anywhere else from this point forward. So with that out of the way, let's start this right off with the ratlings. And no, these guys aren't rat people. Rat people in 40k would be stupid. Piss off, Skaven fans.
Oh. Chat, you gonna take that? Are you gonna take that? Sounds like you need to get into his comment section and bother him. This is a joke. Don't do that. This video is a year old.
Ratlings are actually just hobbits with sniper rifles, which honestly is pretty cool. The ratlings are the smallest abhumans and develop their short stature due to inbreeding and, according to the Rogue Trader, living on worlds with, quote, sporific climates and abundant harvests, which you would think eating a lot and taking nappy naps would make you taller, but I guess banging your sister kind of outweighs that. Ratlings are of course very short as the Hobbit stand-in, but they're also pretty weak, hedonistic, love to eat, and are, and I quote, dumpy. Why hello there, Frank Reynolds from It's Always...
Let me just lead with, chat, never call a woman or someone you're interested in dumpy. It will not go over well for you. It just won't. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. But I'm just you know, helping you out here. Dino Fan, thank you for the bits. Put 2 more abhuman videos in the live stream chat. Maybe we will look at them another time. We will see. I don't want to go too abhuman heavy today. And Campesarius, thank you for the 18 months. Thank you, man.
Sunny in Philadelphia. Hello, Ratling from Warhammer.
Oh, hang on. Let me go back.
Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Hello, Ratling from Warhammer 40,000. And you might think, well, these aren't traditionally the traits you would look for in a soldier. And you'd be right. But Ratlings do have their advantages that make them useful to the Imperium as a whole. Their small stature actually makes them quite good as ship crew. Short, check. Round, check. Ship crew, check. Additionally, the Ratlings have a natural talent for marksmanship. Frank Reynolds also likes guns, by the way. Although, his marksmanship is questionable. Ratlings are described as being able to hit shots from over a mile away. This good shooting, their short stature, and their tendency to scurry away from danger makes them excellent snipers and scouts for the Imperial Guard. Also, just imagine being a centuries-old Space Marine veteran of the Long War who has slain countless.
I don't know if you guys noticed this little detail. But this guy pissed his pants. I just noticed that. He pissed his pants. He drew that with intention. I need you guys to see this.
Enemies and is feared across the sector just to get domed by a 3-foot-tall, hairy-footed, short-stack eating a ham sandwich. Typical Guard W. Speaking of ham sandwiches, though, Ratlings are also excellent cooks, which definitely helps their popularity among the other guardsmen.
Absolutely,
oh,
I'm hungry.
I wish I could eat a delectable ham sandwich and take a little nap. Man, I tend to be a bit sleepy. Wait, man, sleepy. Oh, this video is sponsored by Manta Sleep, the makers of the best sleep mask and strong advocates of naps.
Wow.
Something I can truly
great
get behind.
Transition.
Now I'm a sleepy guy, and as a YouTuber and college student, sometimes I sleep at some pretty silly times. As such, that pesky sun thing likes to come in and blast my eyes like a rattling blasting heretics. But once I start wearing my Manta Sleep mask, this issue is no more. They sent me their awesome Pro Sleep Mask, and it completely blocks out any light. It's actually pretty wild. In addition, it's actually really comfortable as well. As a kid, I tried wearing traditional sleep masks since I thought they looked funny in movies. However, I hated these because they pushed against my eyeballs, the strap felt bad, and light seeped through the sides, so it was just super awkward for me to wear. But the Manta Pro Sleep Mask, it doesn't have any of these problems due to their special adjustable C-shaped eye cups. It's raised up from your eyes while also wrapping close to your face so you don't feel it and light can't get in. Plus, this mask it feels really nice to wear. It's breathable, it's light, and surprisingly, it doesn't feel uncomfortable to sleep with. So, if you want to improve your sleep, check out the link in the description and use my code CRACKDUCK for a 10% discount. So, what are you waiting for? Go take a nap. After you finish this video, of course. Next up, let's talk about one of the most recognizable abhumans, the Beastmen. Beastmen are, as their name suggests, men of the beast variety. Ooh, not that horrific. But the Beastmen, they're basically semi-feral goatmen.
Not what I was
and their
expecting.
goatishness does tend to vary from Beastman to Beastman. For instance, there's more man-looking Beastmen and more beast-looking Beastmen, but generally they have the torso and arms of a man and the legs and head of a goat. Do you ever just look at a goat and think, man, that's pretty cool? Too bad those dumbass hooves can't shoot an assault rifle, though. Well, if you had that insane thought, the Beastmen got you covered. From a combat perspective, the Beastmen actually have a great combo going for them. They're stronger than the average human and have beast-like aggression, while also having the dexterity to use weapons and tools. However, from a haughty perspective, they're gravely lacking, as they are generally perceived as gross, ugly monster
Unless you're talking about the goat abhuman in that one comic.
And are treated as such in Imperial society. In recent times, Beastmen have been mostly phased out of the Imperial Guard and are even being classified as Xenos by some Imperials. This, in conjunction with their natural aggression and feral instincts, makes them very susceptible to falling to the taint of chaos. Abhuman and Chaos Worshipper? Sheesh! Pick a struggle, heretic. A righteous struggle, like being subjugated in the Imperium, that is. Now for one of the most important abhumans, if not the most important abhuman, the Imperial Navigators are big blue alligator people who just love 3D technology. I'm just kidding, of course, although that would be pretty cool. Imperial Navigators are the navigators of the Imperium and are immensely important.
They're
Usually
very important.
Pretty much regular humans other than the third eye, and this third eye is what makes them so dang valuable to the Imperium as a whole.
Yep.
This third eye allows the navigators to open a teensy tiny warp gate so they could peer into the warp and sense the Astronomicon's light. Using the information, they're able to do as their name suggests and navigate Imperial vessels through the treacherous immaterium. Navigators are bred in the ancient Navis nobility, and the Navis
Dude, it is... They also have a hard time reproducing. Like, they do reproduce, but, you know, it's a circle, if you catch my drift.
Nobility is one of the few organizations with some autonomy from the greater Imperium due to its extreme importance. There are also a ton of inbreeding in these Navis houses since they want to preserve.
He said it! He said it for me!
Preserve the Navigator gene. These recreations of the ancient Alabamian rituals of creation of course leads to some mutations in the abhumans. Mutation inception, if you will.
Yeah.
Some are actually beneficial, but most of them just make the navigators into ugly, disgusting, yucky freakazoids. Speaking of ugly, disgusting, yucky freakazoids, let's move on to actual big alligator people. The Scalies are basically big, strong lizard people, and they originated in the toxic underhives of Necromunda and have since stabilized into the abhuman subspecies we know and love today. Except, I bet most of you didn't know about them until today.
Didn't, no.
But that's okay, because I'm going to tell you about them right now. They possess some of the magnificent powers of lizards, like regeneration, thick scales that act as armor, and looking pretty dang cool. Other than that, they're often used by gangers for their strength. Other than punching things real good, these lizard dudes are also strong enough to carry big, vaguely pirate-themed guns like spear launchers
it looks
and
like
giant
a
blunderbusses
blunderbuss.
called
Yes.
scatter cannons. Next abhuman on the list is Brad Pitt in Fight Club. Human, check. Ab, sextuple, check. Next, another dude who likes to fight and is strong are everyone's favorite dum-dums, the Ogrins. Woo! The Ogrins are the strongest abhuman type, and these giants are often given giant guns and giant knives, thrown into giant fights, and are expected to make a giant mess. The Ogrins originate from human settlers on worlds with strong gravity, many of these worlds being prison worlds, which, again, just like Ratlings, this evolutionary path doesn't seem to make much sense. Being on a high gravity world should theoretically make the malnourished prisoners short and squat, not unlike the creatively named squats, another abhuman species. But whatever, the Ogrins are as stupid as they are strong, as loyal as they are stupid, and as strong as they are loyal. This makes them perfectly suited for frontline assaults and bodyguard positions. The Ogrins are usually given Ripper guns, which are giant shotguns made to be quote-unquote Ogrin-proof,
cool.
so that the Ogrins can't break their own weapons, and it also allows the Ripper gun to work as a giant club. Which is nice, since most Ogrins are masters of the ancient martial art of bonking someone on the head and breaking every bone in their body. So with their great strength, Ripper guns, huge stature, and natural durability, the Ogrins are a terrifying foe up close. Ogrins are also widely used enough to have some specialists. The smartest Ogrin, those being the ones who count past 4 and make more original jokes, are given an augment called the Biochemical Ogrin Neural Enhancement, or Bone, and are called Boneheads. These Ogrins serve as the sergeants of Ogrin squads. There's also the Bulgrin, who are the more elite Ogrin, equipped with carapace armor and special weapons like power mauls, grenadier gauntlets, and a variety of shields. Which, carapace armor and special weapons, wouldn't that kind of make you like, Ogrin Kazarkin? Wow! The Bulgrin's heavier armor and unique special weapons make them excel as living defensive walls, as well as hard-to-kill shock troops. Also, these dudes' armor is part tank track, which is pretty dang cool. And to close off this section, I just want to mention that the Ogrin's immense loyalty and stupidity does have some downsides, as they can be manipulated to serve chaos. A lot of these Chaos Ogrins were tricked into thinking that they're actually serving the Emperor, and that the enemies they fight are the real heretics. Yeah, if you can't tell this dude's an evil devil worshipper, then you'd have to be pretty dang stupid. Oh wait, that's a loyalist marine. Oops. But moving on, these next two abhumans, they're kind of similar. Both are humans who are augmented to the point of getting classified as abhumans. The Afral strain are guardsmen who are genetically altered to exhibit the trait of the greatest heroes of the Imperium in order to be the perfect guardsman. And it actually worked. These dudes are pretty much super soldiers. However, there's just one hitch. They have cripplingly bad luck. And not just the typical lose your life savings and any chance of people loving you again at the casino. Bad luck either. These dudes give the Lamenters a run for their money. Usually they'll complete a mission with flying colors, and then they'll randomly trip on a rock and die afterwards. Or something stupid like that.
Well,
due to this flaw, all the Afral strain regiments have perished. Oh, and also, they're all albino, which there's no way to really demonstrate that with my style, but just imagine this white drawing is more white than this white drawing. And despite all the regiments eventually dying, they are still being made and sent to die for the Imperium. And then kind of similar to the Afral strain, there's the Gland Warriors, who are also heavily augmented super freakazoid guardsmen. They were originally made to fight Tyranids and are actually super effective. They're kind of like mini Space Marines in that they get pumped with a bunch of drugs and then have extra organs implanted into them. Those organs mostly being glands that secrete even more drugs into them. And then, just like real crackheads, these dudes are monstrous up close, utilizing giant knives, las pistols, and their iconic dueling glaives. However, they're also hindered by the fact that, well, they're crackheads. They're working on crack strength, and at any time they can just overdose and drop dead. And they also have literal crackhead energy. And I'm not talking about the TikTok girl crackhead energy where they'll drive their Corolla in a circle at the local 7-Eleven and say, "Oh, I'm such a crackhead" to all their friends. No. Gland Warrior crackhead energy is ripping your face off, screaming at the top of your lungs about your God Emperor, and then using the aforementioned ripped off face to suffocate a Tyranid. Oh, and Gland Warriors also have the superhuman ability to be the only good-looking model in the Inquisitorial Agents kit. And then, just because I know people will be mad if I don't include these, there's the Felinids. They're just cat-person guardsmen. They're described as more agile and pretty lethal killers, but that's about all for them. And yeah, those are some of the most prominent abhumans. Oh wait, I forgot the squats! But them getting forgotten is lore accurate, so we're all good.
Oof.
Just kidding, I'll touch on them a bit. These are just dwarves. They lived in the galactic core, and due to high gravity and their frequent space travel, they adapted to be quite, well, squads. They like mining, battle trikes, and being misidentified by pretty much everyone. Most of them were killed by the Tyranids, but survivors mostly became the Leagues of Votan or Tau auxiliaries called Demiurge. But yeah, the Leagues of Votan will probably get a video sometime. Maybe. I mean, maybe they'll get another kit sometime as well. But yeah, those are the most notable abhumans. There's a lot more, but they're somewhat obscure or just boring. If I missed your favorite one, feel free to let me know in the comments. Also, let me know all your favorite funny Ogren moments. Big thanks to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. Be sure to click the link in the description and use code CRACKDUCK for a 10% discount and to up your napping power. And of course, thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons who help this channel grow and improve. I appreciate it greatly. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and consider sharing to all your abominable freakazoids. Thanks!
I accept it if you end up sending this video to me. I accept. Because that means you consider me an abhuman. I just got bonked with the EP stick, guys. Whoa. Whoa. Man, I was not featured in this video. That's sad. That's sad why you do this to me. One second. I'm going to investigate. Let's see here. Ba 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 ba. Okay. I'm just going down the list, and if it's not a super long video, we'll watch it. So just does abhuman mean you're abnormal? No, I mean, well, yeah, technically. Ab is abnormal, so not normal. Abhuman, yes. So yeah. But I've accepted that. I've accepted that. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. This was another, these are all recommended videos. Why the Iron Snakes are underappreciated by Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones 40K. So, I don't know anything about the Iron Snakes. Okay. Let's...
Hi. I'm Arthur.
Hi, Arthur.
And this is part 13 in a 20-part series I'm doing covering second founding Space Marine chapters in order of all the legions. Do you need to...
There is so much content here. Do you know how many videos you can make? Even if it was just a 5-minute video. Just being like, all right, this is from the second founding, or this is from the third founding, where it's just like, you go through each chapter. I mean, obviously script writing is like no joke, but like, oh my goodness.
Seen the other videos to understand this one? No, but it would make me happy.
Make him happy, chat!
This was gonna be a slam dunk no matter the choice. Unlike every other Space Marine Legion, you are kind of spoiled for choice for the Ultramarines. So it wasn't so much I had an issue finding a chapter, it was more, what is the one I could say the most about for this series? I have a thing for esoteric Space Marine chapters, it goes without saying. But for the Ultramarines specifically, I do have a bit of a soft spot. So instead of me choosing the obvious ones, that are easy to understand and recognize by the majority of the world as a pretty cool set of dudes, I decided to choose a weird chapter.
I do appreciate that, because trying to find ways to make your content unique and talking about something that's not as widely discussed, I like that.
One that I find should be discussed more. The Iron Snakes, a second founding Ultramarine chapter that proves the apple sometimes does fall pretty damn far from the tree. They are non-codex compliant and have one of the most interesting set of tactics that you could probably imagine for an Ultramarine successor. So, to understand them, you have to understand the big thing with them. That's the thing with all these chapters. They all have a big thing to their chapter that separates them from other chapters. So what is the Iron Snake's big thing? Well, the original founding...
And if they don't have like a big thing, then they're boring. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, well, why do they have to have a big thing? It's like, people forget about them. They don't have a big thing.
Members of the chapter are beyond honored in the eyes of the chapter, which has led to the formation of squads instead of adhering to the standard practice of companies and smaller groupings for combat deployments. The Iron Snakes have squads named after very important members of the chapter. It could be a founding member or just a veteran who was very good at what they did. These squads can number between about 10 to 20 usually, and each squad is sent on mostly individualistic deployments across the area that the Iron Snakes have been sent to safeguard.
So sorry. I just realized. Big Helio, thank you so much for the super chat. You cannot have a Beastman waifu. You can't. You can't. I'm so sorry. I missed your... I saw it earlier, and I meant to respond. I got distracted. Thank you for the super chat. My apologies.
Reef deployments across the area that the Iron Snakes have been sent to safeguard. The Reef Stars, that is. A stormy and horrible set of planets that is filled to the brim with Chaos Cults, Dark Eldar, and so on.
It's
so
a great
squads
time.
are deployed to assist with every single planet as needed in these areas. It can be a bit rough because it is quite a large span of area, but from what I can tell, the average level of aptitude of the Marines involved is a bit higher than your average tactical Marine or Intercessor squad. So when they
Those are Iandanites. Rip.
do arrive to these planets after months, they tend to deal with problems pretty quickly, with each Marine being a specialist in melee, ranged, and defensive tactics. The Marines in these squads are basically veterans in their own right by the time they get into a squad, though not 100%. Now, you might ask, if they don't have companies, how do they train the Marines, and how do they keep scouts?
It's a good
They
question.
don't. Well, they don't have scouts as you'd understand them for other Space Marine chapters. Essentially, they recruit from mainly their home world of Ithaca, which is a stormy shithole of a world, and for people who survive to become what...
That's an apt name, Ithaca, for a very stormy world. That's funny.
would rank as a scout, they end up having to undergo traditional Space Marine trials and a few not-so-traditional ones. The main one at the end of the road being that you have to kill one of the most dangerous predators on the planet of Ithaca, the sea worm. Basically, a giant iron-scaled sea snake that they have to hunt with a lance and kill before they can even be considered a full battle brother.
Out of curiosity, the custom chapter, the Radiant Suns, if I have any of the people who wrote it. So the Radiant Suns are a custom chapter I named, but my community made lore for it, for them. It sounds kind of similar. Have anything you want to say there? I don't think you're copying, by the way. I can't help but notice, like, some things sound a little similar. But like I said, I don't think you're copying. I just thought it was interesting. You know, a little plug. What's the lore? Oh my gosh. You want to know Radiant Suns lore? Go join the Discord. For the VOD, I'll put up a picture of the Radiant Suns. They're really cool. They're a Blood Angel successor. Highly recommend reading the primer. They did a great job with the lore. So go check it out. It's incredibly detailed. 40 pages. 40 pages of good content. They did a great job. I can't shout them out enough. Maybe we should spend one of the streams talking and like reading the primer together. Maybe we'll do that. I might change the schedule or like adjust it accordingly. Anyways, sorry for the sidebar there. And Coyote, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Okay.
And even after said battle brother kills one of the worms, he is considered what is called a partitioner, where he will stay on Ithaca and train until a squad needs someone to tag in. And from there, he has to prove he is worthy of joining a squad that needs new members. Or, if he's a particularly exemplary member of the chapter from the outset, squads can request them because their combat records are on full display upon returning to the planet of Ithaca. It's a pretty cute system they have going there. It kind of reminds me of the Black Templars Crusader squads, where they train the lower class Marines instead of having a traditional scout company. And it leads to some interesting discourse where the brothers of each of these squads can be a bit too close. Some chapters pride themselves on fraternity and brotherhood in such a way that it humanizes the Marines in question. An army of brothers, as it were. But the Iron Snakes, it's something...
Doggo! Why is there a doggo? And I love... Okay, hang on. Can we talk about these bases? The sandy bases with the bits of coral sticking out? That's really clever. I love that. Look at the banner. Wow. Okay, this just looks nice. And yeah, no problem. I'm glad I got your name right. I was trying to make it a good guess.
Different. You are sent off for years at a time and only have a single connection, which I will explain after this tangent, to your homeworld. And the only people you have to talk to are your squad's brothers. It can lead to brotherhood, but it can also lead to something more akin to a family-like feeling, where every individual loss of a brother can cause the group to feel as if they lost someone very dear to them, more so than any other traditional Space Marine chapter would feel if they lost a brother.
Right.
As for a long time, you're not going to talk to anyone else, so losing a voice in the conversation is enough to make the months-long trips across the reef stars to new deployments a lot more depressing. Stories of a single person surviving as the only remaining member to a squad is pretty uncommon, but is still a present element to their chapter, and because of that, it makes them all the more compelling. I find Space Marine chapters are propped up more so on what they can do well, rather than the faults of the chapter. Black Templars are amazingly brutal combatants and fight in the name of the Emperor, but they oftentimes have issues coping with emotions of grief and sadness, so it leads to them not being able to fully experience the human condition, as it were, which I think is very much a missed opportunity, which is definitely explored with the Iron Snakes. And when you take a closer look at the emotions of the Iron Snakes, they seem like the least indoctrinated Space Marine chapter, up there with like the Emperor's Spears. To be honest, if they ever work together, I swear to fuck, that'd be the coolest book ever. They have such similar traditions and a way of living. I think it's interesting to theory craft from there. Though, I digress. To backpedal a bit more, they have one connection to Ithaca. I mentioned it a bit earlier, but I wanted to save it as a bit of my closing element to discuss. So what is it? It is a small copper flask that contains a small amount of the sea waters of Ithaca.
By the way, I love this art. I like the Greek origins.
See, it is part of their culture to anoint every mission they conclude with a drop from their flask, and it can be done in many ways. Marking vehicles, drinking the water itself, or sharing the water with someone else. It is a sacred rite to them, and
that's cool.
I don't know if it's ever confirmed, but I like to think that it is their personal timer in order to let them know when they need to come back to Ithaca. If they run out of the waters, or if they get close to it, they need to return to their home to refuel, restock, and replace the lost brothers they had. There is a final element to this ritual upon returning to the shores of Charybdis, which is their chapter's monastery on Ithaca. They have to dump out the remaining water that they have in those flasks back to the oceans of Ithaca, as well as, weirdly enough, deposit the ashes of the cremated bodies of their fallen brothers. From the sea they came, and the sea they shall return. It's interesting. I feel a lot of novels don't discuss where the bodies of dead Space Marines go. Sure, the apothecaries collect their gene seed, but what about the bodies? Some books I've read simply imply that there are Space Marine tombs specialized for holding the fallen. Weirdly enough, I remember the Flesh Terrors have a spot for this, which is interesting to think they can express grief in such a way, but the idea of depositing their ashes back into the ocean is very symbolic as well as a
I
bit
think so too.
sad. It's very bittersweet, and that's the way to see them. They are a chapter steeped in their own mythology and very bittersweet in their task. If you wanted to run them on the tabletop, you could just run them as a Death Watch kill team and have various mixed squads to kind of fill out the way that their 10-man plus squads would run. I think as a chapter, the Iron Snakes are up there as some of the most underrated, and more people should play and talk about them, but that's just my opinion. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments. Also, remember to like and subscribe as it helps the channel out immensely. Lastly, I want to thank my channel members for supporting me, and if you want to support me as well as gain access to additional content, then become a channel member today. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.
Solid. I like that. That was a good recommendation. I didn't know anything about the Iron Snakes. I like Arthur. I should get a collab going with Arthur again. We should do something. I have to reach out to see when he's free, because it'd be good to do another collab with him. That was very fun. Okay. Going down the list. Oh, that's not good. That's not gonna go well. Cool chapter and lore, not biased as a classics nerd. It's okay, you can be biased. I do find it, I do like it when people, okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with liking the mainstream, like, chapters. Like, I like the Blood Angels. You know, I just enjoy those guys. And to be fair, I really don't look too hard into all the different chapters. It's just, it's not where my heart is. And in any case, I do think it's nice when you hear someone's favorite chapter it's like a fringe chapter and not something that it's like super popular. I kind of like hearing that sometimes. So, you know. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I hope you had a good stream. We're watching a couple videos that my chat recommended that I watch. So we're just looking at all of them kind of in order. They've got posted in the Discord server, and it's just we're just going down the line here. Let's see. There we go.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull. Blood for the blood god.
Wait, what?
Skulls for the skull.
Oh, I was like, what? What happened? Yeah, he's a heavy boy. He do be a heavy boy. Although I say unrealistic, I would be screaming, crying, probably pissing myself if I was like a regular human. A little unrealistic, but that's okay. Yeah, 100 D10 fall damage, for sure, for sure. Big boy. He's done. Okay. We've got this one. Shout out to the people that posted the links without the little thing on the end. The little thing on the end, like, it does weird stuff on YouTube now. So, makes my life so much easier. Thank you for that. Someone need to lay off the rations? No, that's not. No. That's not how that works. 1 second. Okay.
My armor.
Oh, okay. She's just really quiet. This happened to a Terminator in a book. Which book? I'm not familiar with that book. Chaotic Voices is so good. Did they recently? Guys, Guys, go subscribe. Almost 100,000 subscribers. Get him that silver plaque, please. Please go get him that plaque.
My armor is cuteness. My sword is love.
Uh-huh.
My shield is delight. In the Emperor's name, let us have fun.
See, that's how I feel. That's how I feel when I go into battle. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look all cute, gonna look all pretty. And then you die. This, hang on. Very cute. Very cute. Let me send the link. Yeah, you gotta rip and tear. I gotta get headphones like this that say the Emperor protects. I gotta get that. Oh boy, a child around firearms. This is gonna go interesting.
Gun. Whoa, so cool.
So let her have it.
It has no toy that'll want.
Wait a second. Chat. What's this? Have we found another one? Look. Look at her ears. Oh my goodness. Look, look, look. Oh my goodness. Baby, oh my goodness. I want to hold her. Shoot it. Mods, ban that guy. No. Protect the child. Oh my gosh. Where is this individual? I must find them. Who's the artist? Hang on. RDZ Doodles. I will follow them immediately. This is critical. Okay. It has been done. This is excellent. Okay, sorry. We'll continue. My apologies. Oh, and Penumbra Skeletor, thank you for the bits. As a classical mythology history nerd, I love how the Iron Snakes are just one giant love letter to the Odyssey and the Iliad. Yeah, see, Ithaca being the planet with storms, I'm like, Anyways, sorry.
You are too weak to carry it. It has no toy that'll want.
Oh, giant blueberry.
I will show you how it works. See how the Emperor
Yes!
Pass me another one, sister.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, get the children involved.
Like a fine team, sister.
See, very important. Very important. You gotta teach the kids young. Gotta teach them young. That's so cute. I didn't realize she had little pointed ears. Okay, what am I looking at here? So there's been some Vermintide memes that have been compiled, but I don't know a lot about Vermintide, so we're gonna pass those today. I apologize. This is a Pancreas video. How long is Pancreas videos? His are usually pretty long. 1 second. Ooh, it's long, long, long. Behold the rat gat, yes. Okay, we'll just steal this one. I apologize. I should have looked through these previously, but I did not. I already feel like I'm gonna lose my marbles watching this. That's already a lot going on. All right. When the Mechanicus discover a new lost technology. Ah, so this is a Belisarius call moment. Oh, I just found the documentation, you know, in the back. It's an air fryer? I think that's an air fryer. It may be superior to the toaster. Who is this? What? Oh no, you guys couldn't hear it. My bad. My bad. Sorry, I was muting something earlier. My bad. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Start over. Start over. Start over. My bad.
010010011. Children of the Omnisire, rejoice, for through my studies I have uncovered a new blessing of the machine god.
A
Air
true
fryer.
sight to behold. Praise to the machine god. How may it be used to smite the enemies of the Omnisire?
Initial scans indicate that this device could fry the oxygen in the very air around it, causing significant structural damage to organic matter.
Amazing. Wait, what? The quest for knowledge leads us to greater heights. This is powerful offensive technology to deploy against the enemies of the Omnisire. Guys, I don't think it does what you think it would.
Who is this? This is my question. Like, who is this, and why? Like, this is an original character because he's got like abs and. Yeah, his jacket still does have the price tag on it. Yeah, the art throws me off because it's all regular dudes, and then just this guy.
I don't think it does what you think. Word to the Forge Worlds to begin production. Heretics the galaxy-wide shall fear the Omnisire's fire. Maedrus, you're all being illogical. This thing is just a cooking tool. There's nothing special about it. Nothing special about one of the Omnisire's blessings. Prepare this heretic for servitorization.
Wait, no! Only a foolish heretic would deny a product of the machine god's glory.
Clearly the layman was not in possession of the Omnisire's oxygen combustor. 01001.
Okay. Oh, Bob Square, thank you so much for the support, man. And welcome in, Charge. I hope you are enjoying stream. We are watching a bunch of videos that my chat recommended I take a look at. So the Mechanicus, at least they're not dealing with the toasters. Let's see, we've got this one. Look, I have an air fryer, and I love air fryers. Can we talk about how amazing pizza rolls are when you air fry them? Not only do they have the wonderful consistency of pizza rolls when you put them in the oven, but like they take significantly less time. They take, I think, 4 minutes. I think the bag says 4 minutes. Oh, they are the right amount of crispy. Mwah. They're perfect. They're perfect. Man, I want pizza rolls. Yeah, air fryers like save you a lot of time, and also you don't have to worry if you left it running. You're like, did I leave the oven on? You don't have to worry about that here. It's a very useful kitchen tool. Yeah, you can also put down like tin foil or no, not tin foil, aluminum foil or like parchment paper, and you don't have to clean it up. I usually don't do that, but you know. Oh, it's so good. So good. So yeah, this guy's clearly wrong. Air fryers are peak.
Congratulations. You have been chosen. Congratulations. You have been chosen by the Administratum to undertake our special repopulation program.
What? Huh? Side note, it used to be tinfoil. It's not anymore.
Your new holy duty would be to endlessly sire children with the most powerful women in the Imperium.
Oh, he's excited.
And as you do this, you shall be richly rewarded. Yeah, so not only do I get paid, but I get to lay with highborn chicks every day without protection? Yes.
Like, dang, this is my dream. This is my dream.
Sweet. So, when do I get started? Why, right now. Hey, ladies, sorry to keep you waiting. The Imp's greatest gift has finally arrived.
He's gonna have a bad time. He's, yeah, that's a dead man right there. I wasn't expecting that either. I was like, oh, good for him, I guess. I mean, nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, hang on. Okay. One second, I'm checking some of these videos for length. Okay, so we have another one. This one is, well, it's not long. We'll wait. We'll let the ad play here in 2 minutes, but so Heavy Flame or Heresy by the Russian Badger. I don't know why I wasn't subscribed earlier. Seems like it's gonna be solid because I've seen the memes. Yes, it's muted because we're not watching it just yet. We're gonna wait for the ad to hit and then we'll be done. Yeah, the origin of the meme. I didn't know that this was the origin, so we're going to watch this, I guess. Never seen it before. Never seen it before, so thank you for the recommendation. Do I have any? One sec. Let's see if I have anything we can watch in 1 minute before the ads hit. Dude, where's... Am I going crazy? Yeah, there it is.
Is this gonna be like 1, 2?
Okay. I have one more video saved. Chaos Girl Vashtor.
Done. You've got great taste in craftsmen, my good man. As for the bill, remember to read the fine print.
Soft modern mechanical engineering, also president of the Robotics Club. Never told a lie in her life. She's a little too business-minded, though. All the Chaos Gods are cool with her. They just really like her cool robots.
I don't know, chat. She's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. Like, would you? Would you? I'll hear her out, yeah. She definitely wouldn't have you sign a very one-sided deal. She definitely wouldn't do that. She's just look at how cute she is. Maybe don't think about those teeth. After thinking about it, I would. I see you took a lot of time to think about that. You can't change her, really? Look, I'm not saying I would. Gentlemen. I'm not into chicks. I can say they look cute, I'm just not into them. I like sanguineous. I like my beefcakes. What if I don't want to get turned into a soul grinder? Well, you're gonna have to win her heart somehow. You're gonna have to win her heart somehow. I can't tell you how to do it. What do you mean you can fix her? She's perfect. I guess that's your opinion. I don't know. Would she make you worse? That's a good question. Do you determine worse as, like, you becoming like a... Well, no. If I called you a demon engine, that would imply that you're a demon. That's kind of rude to say. So, you know, what if she turns you into, like, one of her... Okay, that sounds bad too. I was gonna say, what if she turns you into one of her playthings? And then I was like, oh, but like in the sense that you're like a fighting machine and you have no soul. I don't think that's very fun. Man, you're right. What was I thinking? Not being into chicks is gay? You're right, because I am a dude underneath all this. I'm a dude with a voice changer, and if I'm not into chicks, yeah, you're right. You're so right. How could I forget? I slipped up. I messed it up. My apologies. All right, we're almost done here. Aurelia. I wonder what gender bent Aurelia would look like. Aw, dang, he'd probably be a twink. Oh, man. I'd like to think I'd be some big buff macho dude, but, yeah, it'd probably be a twink. Oh, no. There hasn't been art made of that yet, although I feel like I've opened a can of worms. Like Orlando Bloom's Legolas with Pippin's hair. Oh. Dang, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yes, this is Space Hulk Deathwing. I've not seen this. I've seen the memes, but I've never watched this. So we're gonna watch it now. Chad did call you dad on Father's Day. Well, that's different. That's different. That was for the meme because my birthday was that day. And I feel like if you get called dad, you've got to have, like, you know, you got to have that dominant energy. And let's be real, I don't have that dominant energy because I'm a chick. I'm not saying chicks can't be dominant. I don't have it in the same way. I can be dominant in comparison to other chicks. Like, I'm a more dominant gal in comparison to others, but I don't dominate as a whole. I have seen the gender bending of Sanguinius. I don't like it because I like guys. I don't like girls. Okay. This is the video. The memes. We observe.
Brother, get the flamer. The heavy flamer.
Okay, so we just lead with that. We just... The beginning, right out the bat, that's the meme. Okay.
I would like to file a complaint.
I love how indiscriminate you are with your...
He's just going.
You whip it like a noodle in a swimming pool. Like, what the
Purge it in flame.
Burn in holy fire.
Dude, I would play with the flamer.
No mercy.
Shitpost/heresy alert. If you're offended when someone goofs up the lore or talks shit about your favorite chapter of Space Marines, please... Welcome to the grim darkness of the future, where peace, happiness, and prosperity have been replaced by war, death, and destruction. Not necessarily in that order, but necessarily in mass quantities.
I will endure 1,000 deaths before I yield.
In the last episode, 9 months ago, we were introduced to the sentient fungi known as the orcs.
Should I watch the other one first, chat? Should I watch the other one first? Also, that art wasn't of Sanguinius. That was just a standard blood angel. Not needed. Okay, well, we'll probably watch the other one. We'll watch the other one, too. Why not? I saw it recommended, so we'll watch that one next. I was AFK, but I was summoned by the Russian Badger. Oh, his GamerSupps code... Not GamerSupps. His GamerSupps flavor is really good. Guacamole Gamer Fart. Very good. Use discount code Aurelia. If you want 10% off, so you can support me and him. It's a double whammy. Double whammy. Just do it. I actually really like that flavor. It's quite tasty. Bro, did it not work? Oh, there you go. It did work. The code did work. There you go. All right. Back to it.
The corn-worshipping heretics, known as the Forces of Chaos, that make the civilian casualties of World War II look like a picnic.
Skulls for the skull throne! Blood for the blood god!
List of Cornate massacres. This list is incomplete. You can help by expanding it.
And most importantly, the Space Marines of the Imperium of Man, led by the venerate Emperor himself.
We are one in the Emperor and the will of man.
And as much as I'd love to hear about your hyper-intelligent Dark Elder waifu, the dumbass weeaboo space communists, and the rattle me bones robots, the Xenos stealing your shit this time around are the Gene Stealer Tyranids.
Your infestation spreads no further, alien.
It may sound like despotic deja vu for someone to be stealing your shit again, but that's usually the way these 40k games go. Xenos are either killing something, breaking something, or stealing something. You're deployed to intervene.
Yes.
You realize the shit is fucked, and you may as well blow it all up anyways, and then you blow it all up.
None who live can survive the flame.
Which may beg the question from your perspective, why not just blow it all up in the first place?
You gotta do your due diligence, man. You gotta make sure. You gotta check. You just gotta check.
Exterminatus nuke from orbit, and to that I retort,
because it is the Emperor's will, and also purging is really, really fun, brother.
The G-Stealers are doing just that on one of your space hulks called the Elethros, and you're the librarian in charge of salvaging anything of value and purging the xenofilth.
Your heresy starts here!
Alongside Devastator Barakeel, Apothecary Nahum, and Shotcaller Belial, you make up Deathwing, the first company of the Dark Angels chapter.
We are the Angels of Death!
The whole Dark Angels in bone-white armor may be a little confusing, but it's only Deathwing. The rest of the Dark Angels are actually green, even though the salamanders are already green, but the salamanders are almost always on fire, so it's not that hard to...
Brother, enough with the lore!
Brothers, retribution is at hand. It is our strength. We are the sons of Caliban. Let fury guide your weapons. Let vengeance be your song. We are the angels of death, and our enemies shall fall.
Decked out in Terminator armor, you're larger and more formidable than your ordinary Space Marine, but not so huge that you can't fit through doorways like a menacing full-size dreadnought.
None may block our path.
And you better believe you're gonna need this intimidating armor, because the Gene Stealers you're up against, well, they're not exactly
big hungry
small.
boys.
By the Emperor, can the Xenos get any bigger?
And you may be thinking, at least I have 2 Dark Angel Terminators to help me.
Wrong.
I know it may be heresy to shit-talk fellow Terminators.
Bold words for someone in assault cannon range.
Delete this heresy.
Heresy? We heard you were talking shit, brother.
But short of dispensing a few cookie-cutter voice lines and soaking up damage, they are useless.
The Angels of Death. That is like one single Xeno. Steady yourself, brother.
Discipline is their sole strength, as in even if they are on the brink of death, they will not heal themselves unless you instruct them to.
What?
So if you really want to get heretical, you can instruct Apothecary Nahum to constantly juice himself up with self-heals like a fiending junkie, and he becomes a Tyranid Broodlord punching bag while you inflict heavy damage on whatever's attempting to eat you.
Tyranid bait is not the right word, brother. I prefer expeditionary Tyranid punching bag.
Your skill tree allows you to make these fellow brothers of yours more powerful, yourself more powerful, or grant additional purging abilities, and I sure as shit didn't blow any of it on them.
Yes, Brother Barricade, I realize you want better armor, but I can now purge heretics in 3 different kinds of fire.
At least your objectives are simple, because you usually see a one-word description like fight or destroy off in the distance, and I think you already know what the hell you're doing here. So let me save my breath.
The Xenos are coming. We have to exterminate them at all costs.
I'm gonna need more bolter for this heresy. I'm confused by this heresy, brother. Are the foul Xenos just purging themselves?
Predictably, once the string of objectives is complete, you realize the Gene Stealers lived up to their names by stealing your genes and decide to incinerate the place Exterminatus style.
It was impossible to remove the traces of our gene seed from the bodies of the aliens. So Grandmaster Belial vowed to destroy everything instead.
That voice. Oh, that's the guy who does the Eisenhorn books. I could not remember his name. I don't remember his name, but I was like, wait a second. I know that. I know that voice. No. Is that...
Bodies of the aliens. So Grandmaster Belial vowed to destroy everything instead.
No, it's not Keeble. It's not... Or maybe I'm just wrong. Toby Longworth. Now I'm not sure. I'm so torn. I've listened to so many audiobooks. Now I'm not sure if it's Toby Longworth. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Toby Longworth. But Gareth Armstrong also rings a bell. I've read books that he's narrated. It's not Jonathan Keeble. I know Jonathan Keeble. Anyways.
Dead.
Consider this a clear division in the video.
Our guns have fallen silent, brother.
Because the single player, especially on the No Mercy difficulty, can be a frustrating, overwhelming with annoyance, and underwhelming with content experience where you feel like a lone guardsman against a legion of Xenos. Let me tell you about the Tyranids. But the multiplayer is 5 times better, a totally different animal, and it feels heretical even looping it in with a single player because it's a completely distinct experience.
Xenophobia increases.
You know you're in a 40k game when instead of saying waiting for players, it's waiting for brothers.
Brother.
I'm getting too loyal for this shit. Brother. Look at Psycho. He's ready to smack a heretic.
What's up?
First of all, multiplayer allows you to play 6 classes instead of just 1. Not that I hated playing a librarian.
My face, but I don't know what a librarian looks like because I can't fucking read.
But heavy weapon specialty granted me an assault cannon and abilities like zero spread, a devastating mine, and a virtual A10 warthog for an arm.
Assault cannon deployed.
Blood Ravens be like... me, an intellectual. All the size.
I love that. Oh my gosh, can I just say I love the wholesome vibes that have been brought into the chat. Yes, that is how you order Taco Bell. Oh my gosh. Like, I love their dynamic and how, like, they're The boys are just being boys.
That's right.
Nah, dude, you
I
got
think I
this.
can
Nah,
get
you
a pop
bitch.
both my ults.
Look
Watch.
at him. Look at him.
That's zero accuracy on that rate of fire.
Easy for somebody with a fucking A10 Warthog strapped to their arm to say.
Run to me, brother. They'll all get fucked if they run into it. Just watch. Done. Apothecaries are important because with half the Tyranids being able to tear through your armor like a Cheetos bag, you're gonna need an answer.
I'm sorry, those were Doritos, like he said.
To your H key, which happens to be a needle drill the size of a baseball bat.
Stimulant deployed. Apothecary requiring
Brother, I need an apothecary. This Tyranid whispered in my ear he needed one too.
You would do that. You would do that. The apothecary walks up. You think he's gonna heal you. You think he's gonna heal you by stabbing you with his needle. He just punches you in the face.
Whatever, I'm going in.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. The cooldown. There, I'm gonna drill your ass.
By the way,
there you go. Hey man, how many fingers am I holding up? Turn off your heavy flamer so I can tell you. Hold on, I'll get you. There you go.
Thank you, brother.
Tactical specialty was a must-have because he can revive a fallen brother.
Your duty is not done, brother!
An interrogator chaplain is a no-brainer because he can revive 3 fallen brothers, temporarily reflect all incoming damage, and temporarily become invincible, which makes him broken as shit, the best looking, and overall a force to be reckoned with.
Pain is meaningless to me!
Can I speak to your manager?
The point I'm making with all of this fuss about classes is that multiplayer offers both variety and specialization, whether you're looking for something different or you just want to play someone that suits your style. You can move far beyond the librarian of the single player, and Retribution just isn't the same without your brothers.
Brothers, to partake in our crusade is to be immortal.
It's worth mentioning at this point to turn Codex rules on because it is a far less grindy experience.
You should also click the friendly fire button because that's hilarious. Yeah, you have to check. You have to check. And welcome in, Barbaric. I hope you enjoy the channel. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel, and I hope you enjoy the community. Everyone's really, really nice. They are really kind and cool, so I highly recommend you join the Discord. They're really cool.
And more importantly, friendly fire is off. With the amount of heavy flamers we run, I'd say the Codex Astartes does support this action.
We made it first, brothers.
Yeah, the first thing that you do, of course. Yeah.
The space book says this is bad.
Don't up your DPI. There's no need to do that.
It says we can't do that in the Codex. Well, I can't read. Just roast my flames.
Everybody gangster until Lolly Rick pull out the heavy flamer. Which conveniently leads me to my next point. Weapons.
I'm gonna need a heavy flamer for this heresy.
In the single player, you've got to use a versatile weapon. You've got big targets, small targets, close targets, distant targets, so much of the arsenal you can't use because it doesn't meet all those requirements. Take the Redemption, for example, the badass scatterbolter that blasts Xenos away in a ricochet of righteous steel.
Death to the enemy!
Oh god, the ragdoll with that is so good, Heavenly.
Yeah, it just
you shoot them so far.
Stormbolter and Stormbolter.
Yo, this shit ricochets? What the fuck?
Yup.
In the single player, you won't have the range to hit the dudes with Grimdark Panzer Shreks or anything at a distance for that matter, and your brain-dead brethren sure as shit won't notice them, so you're boned due to lack of range. But in multiplayer, you can combine your Redemption with a Heavy Flamer, Spear of Caliban, and Stormbolter for coverage at all ranges. You cover your brother up close while they cover anything at a distance.
For the Emperor!
That's also the reason why Melee is a bit of a joke, because on normal difficulty, I love crushing heretics and merciless retribution.
My faith is my shield!
By all accounts, it was...
That's me.
Heretics and merciless retribution.
You see this right here? This is me. I do this all the time.
Make this my shield.
By all accounts, it was no more than a hulking mass of steel.
But with any higher difficulty, it just doesn't work. Not only because Tyranids specialize in melee combat as apex predators, but so many Gene Stealers can one-shot you, it's paramount to purge them before they get close. Furthermore, damage is localized, as in if a Gene Stealer chomps your right arm, you can't shoot, and slashes your legs, you can't run away. So again, melee is a tough sell.
I cannot move.
Hey, at least you can use a power fist with every heavy weapon, so it may not be a sword or an axe, but you can still smack a heretic.
Feel the might of the chapter's finest. Die!
You get the point I'm hammering at. Every weapon in the arsenal is at your disposal with brothers by your side in multiplayer, instead of a handful of versatile ones in the single player, which means more fun, more purging, and of course, indiscriminate use of the heavy flamer.
Burn in holy fire!
I tell you to stop using your flamer so that I can see.
First of all, this is a heavy flamer.
Why are you flaming me? I'm right.
My flame does not discriminate.
I'm an equal opportunity flamer.
Equal opportunity purging. Hey, 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 hey. No.
You're like a disciplining mother with like a spray bottle, but instead it's a heavy flamer.
No. No!
It's heavy for a reason, because the Xenos you're up against I like to categorize as apex predators, suicidal apex predators, and apex predators so large that
I will say, when I think of Gene Stealer, the first thing I think of is Gene Stealer cults. I think of them being mostly human than these monstrosities here. I like to clarify that.
They can only be described as virtually immortal. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Get out of my way, Clue! Get out of my way!
I'm too chunky.
Yeah. Oh, get behind the man with the assault cannon.
Gotcha. You'll come up in a second.
No, we'll be fine, Clue. You got an assault cannon and a heavy flamer, he'll go down. There you go. Technically, the Scythe Strain is virtually immortal, and the Brood Lord is virtually immortal and psychic. So, rule of thumb, Cthulhu-looking Xenos are superior to non-Cthulhu-looking Xenos.
What is this?
Get behind me, brother.
Fan club out here.
And if it's a 20-foot-tall praying mantis bug-looking thing that just cuts your buddy in half and doesn't go down with an initial burst, it's either a Scythe Strain or a Brood Lord, and you may want to start a tactical withdrawal, because two more are on their way.
Retreat now for victory later.
All right, everything you got. Everything you got to the Brood Lord on the right. Just do the one close to the objective. As soon as he gets here, Goose, hit your reflect, and after it's done, hit your
Oh my gosh.
I have to bounce back. I got the reflect damage.
You're honestly not going to be able to see anything. Just keep tanking him. We got a heavy flamer and an assault cannon just laying into him.
Goose.
It doesn't matter if
I
you
can't see anything.
They gotta be so shocked. They gotta be so shocked.
I got you. You're coming back.
That's one down.
SMH my baby, bro.
That's it. That's it.
Bro, I take a lot of damage.
When the 20-foot-tall, genetically perfect apex predator gets mowed down by a bunch of dipshit farmers with flashlights. I could rant about the bullshit psychers that can one-shot you with heresy, but I don't want this video to quadruple in length for the sake of Xeno sorcery space magic.
I am calm. What sorcery is this?
Yet no matter how terrifying the Xenos you're faced with, they all have a glaring weakness with no known counter. Doors.
This is a point of
cool.
It may sound weird that doors are the pinnacle of strategy in Deathwing, but deciding whether to lock them, unlock them, or simply power fist them open for a rapid escape is the closest it comes to chess.
I leave only rubble.
You're insisting on a myth.
A quick tutorial on
That's
doors.
kinda cool.
These are the most important things. Not even fucking fire pirates can get through that shit.
That's how you go through doors. You keep going, right?
Yes, if you hack it. Oh, let's close this door behind us. Oh wait, we can't.
Oh, this is where I unlocked the door. If there was one.
All right, this is what we're actually supposed to do now. Come, no, come through. Die! Why are you like this?
I love the brother shenanigans here.
I can shut that shit. I'll get it. Oh, I can hear him right there.
I'm pretty sure that was the hive timer from last mission.
He is right there, and he is so mad.
He's
I'd be mad too.
We do not want your Girl Scout cookies, brother.
It should also be mentioned that doors and entryways are the most dangerous adversary in all of the Elethros because they can swallow you without mercy or meaning.
There's a lot of yeah, he's probably in this.
Oh,
scene
that
hasn't
seems
opened
fair.
up.
That seems fair. I gotta purge this heresy right.
Looks like heresy to me, brother.
I don't see anybody.
Heresy is now airborne. Get this off my screen.
I'll fucking light him on fire though. I don't give a shit.
Open the door. Open the door.
I'm trying.
Brother.
It's blocked.
So it's just stuck there like a big piece of shit? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Brother, I am pinned here.
If you don't get stuck, you'll experience the best the game has to offer outside of the heavy flamer, which is the environment. From the biggest freezer in the universe to the massive cathedrals, holy shit is it ever well done.
Does the architecture bring honor to the Emperor?
It does, yes.
Are we overloading the reactor to purge it all in flame in 20 minutes? Also, yes.
Look at my screen, I'm freezing my ass off in here. That's such a good solution. Brother,
are you cold?
Brother, I am chilled here. And the better decisions you make, the longer you'll stay alive, the more purging you'll do, and the more renown you'll earn to spend on upgrades like faster reloads, beefier health, and weapons that never jam.
I don't always jam my Spirit Caliban, but when I do, it's because the Sice Rain is breathing on my face.
My face when I see a Hive Tyrant and I'm reloading.
Resilient increases HP by 30% for each body part. A fellow space marine just walks up and jabs you in the arm. You're still at 100%. Cosmetics are available too, which you can frown upon all you want, but you've really got to grind for them, and at least they aren't microtransactions.
The skins is the indomitable assault cannon of wrath.
Holy shit, Psycho, that's such a neat skin. Fuck.
Oh, well, thank you.
Traitor's Doom, Destruction's Glory, the voice of devastation, torment of defiance,
Oh
and
my
pain
goodness.
of the heretic. Jesus.
Yeah. Wait, is that...
Wait. I can really ham that up. Just
Bane of the Heretic, Torment of Defiance, Traitor's Doom, Destruction's Glory, Voice of Devastation.
God. Oh, it's
Dang.
hilarious.
I'm glad that I successfully deceived you until the end of the video because the greatest enemy in the entire game, frame rates. Even with a monster rig of an i9-7980XE and a 2080 Ti, I can
7 years ago. 7 years ago, that was the stuff. And now we got 5090s. I now want to play this on my PC and see how it does. Yeah, 7 years ago totally makes sense.
monster rig of an i9-7980XE and a 2080 Ti, I consistently cratered to sub 40 FPS from the sheer amount of Xeno filth and heavy flamer on my screen.
Purge them in flame!
The Emperor's finest.
My graphics card is gonna break. It's gonna break.
God, are these flames ray tracing enabled?
I still am at 40.
But I'm also glad and most thankful that I had my brothers beside me, because we had Jackal, who knows everything about 40K.
Lionel Johnson is the Primarch of the Dark Angels. The only reason he hasn't returned is because he's literally just asleep.
Jello, who knows next to nothing about 40K.
What is that? It's my ex-wife, Karen.
Oh,
Karen. That fits. I already gave you the alimony.
Burn the custody papers. Kids are coming. Can't keep you from me forever.
And Heavenly, who fits somewhere in between.
Sounds like a bunch of nerds. Blood for the blood god.
That's clearly some heresy.
I hope you had fun breaking heretics in half with me.
Light will not save you, foul Xeno.
And even if you didn't, we purged them all in flame and bounced on out of there anyway.
As you should do.
Shelter has become their tomb.
The end. I'd like to extend a solemn RIP to all of the shitters in my Discord that I banned for saying the Deathwing is trash.
I don't know. Anybody I ban is the same pile of filth in my book.
Damn.
This is how I look when I ban people.
I don't remember how I feel anymore.
Oh my god, what is that?
Secondly, I kind of miss having a boss fight. Not that I miss Xeno scum in any way, shape, or form, but maybe if there was a bigger Xeno that I got to fight that said some shit like, "Get off my ship, Spice Marine!" That could have been kind of neat, instead of just seeing a bigger and bigger Tyranid each time they didn't have a name. And thirdly, holy shit, do I ever miss Unlimited.
Do you think that's why for Space Marine 2 they made Chaos be the final boss? Because it's not like the Tyranids talk to you.
Limited sprint. I know it's not something that always goes through your mind, but when you've run like 20 feet and you are just sucking wind, damn, do I ever miss unlimited sprint. Holy God. With all that being said, I had a ton of fun playing this game. I had a ton of fun making this video. Anytime I just get to play in your sandbox, those of you that are really, really hardcore 40K dudes, I have a blast. In closing, I'd like to thank you guys so very much for watching. It means the world to me that you watched to the end of the video, and I had so much fun creating content at a Warhammer 40K. It is so over the top. It is so nuts. I love every second of it. And be sure to tune in next year when we go to a Salamander's barbecue.
Yes. Yes, discounts all the time. Clarifying the lore. I wonder how that went. We're gonna watch the other one. I'm hooked. I'm sold. I feel like he needs no introduction, but we'll give it anyway. The Russian Badger is a funny fella. And, oh, here, let's just do this. He's a funny fella. So go watch the video, like and subscribe. Get him to 10 million. He's at 8.28. He's been doing this for a while now. Deserved. Deserved. We're watching this one now. I am so ready. I love that last video was great. So I just checked. Space Hulk Deathwing is currently basically $3 US on Steam. Let me ask my friendos. I might be able to convince some of my VTuber and or Warhammer friends to play with me on stream. Cause that sounds like fun. Get the enhanced edition. Okay. Okay. Well, I've sent a message out into the void. You know. Brother! Why not? Why not? We love a good brother. You know what I mean? We love calling our homies brother. Yikes. Yikes, that was poorly phrased. Anyways, we have another video.
I came here to do two things and two things only. Purge heretics and steal property. And I already stole your property, so let's do this.
I see they're using the mod.
Heresy!
Yes!
For the Emperor!
Welcome to the grim darkness of the future, where fun isn't allowed, happiness is banned, peace doesn't exist, and there's only war.
Abandon reason! No, only war!
In this war, it's us versus them. Us being the Imperium of Man, led by the almighty Emperor himself.
There is no shelter for those who oppose the Imperium of Man.
And them being anybody that isn't us. For the sake of simplicity, we'll just call them Xenos.
Xenos. was.
And what's the only thing defending us from them, you might ask?
Space Marines! Get off my ship, Space Marines!
Space Marines!
Space Marines!
Genetically modified, just like the vegetables at the grocery store, only instead of staying ripe for long periods of time.
What is this? What is this? This is terrifying. Why? No.
They're crafted by the Emperor to purge heretics.
Die!
We're talking 2 hearts. We're talking 3 lungs. We're talking night vision. We're talking 8 foot tall, 800-pound monsters
Big
that look like
boys.
Hulk Hogan ate Boogie 2988 and covered himself in a steel suit of armor the size of a Range Rover.
We are the bringers of death!
Think of them as religion-fueled death machines hell-bent on exterminating any race that isn't human, while also not being racist.
Racist? Space Marines aren't racist. We love all races. As long as they don't have green skin.
Eat bolt gun!
Or, you know,
Good
belong
shot.
to a different religion. I don't know why anyone would call us racist. I'm a black priest for Emperor Satan.
And God say die!
We don't hate any races, except orcs, and Eldar, and Dark Eldar, and Necrons.
Understandable.
And Tau, because nobody likes dumbass weeaboo space communists, but at least they aren't trying to eat us like the Tyranids.
Glossing over all that lore that you don't need to understand.
One such chapter of Space Marines are the Ultramarines, or if we're being honest, Ultra Smurfs, that are charged with exterminating the orcs on one of your manufacturing planets that are stealing your shit.
How dare they?
How important is this shit that they're stealing, you might ask?
Strategic value absolute.
So I'm guessing that's pretty important then?
Yes,
Strategic
very.
value absolute.
That doesn't make things any clearer for the audience.
Strategic value absolute.
You occupy the role of
Big
Captain
deal.
Titus, a soft-spoken junior officer voiced by the legendary Mark Strong that's joined by an OG sergeant and a turbo-nerd subordinate named Leandros that constantly hounds you about not following a dipshit rulebook called a codex.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Shut the fuck up, Leandros.
We hate that guy.
To be perfectly clear, I beat the entire game once in its default state and had so much of a blast, I beat it again immediately.
I'm concerned. It says mod status off. And obviously we know he's going to use the Blood Raven armor, but like... I'm very concerned about what's going to happen here.
Immediately afterwards, only with mods out the ass. So instead of playing as a calm and collected
okay.
Crypt Marine...
Fair enough, okay.
I played as a Blood Marine, which, if I'm being honest, was a slightly different experience.
Okay, you tell me that there aren't mods out there that tell me that there aren't.
No prisoners for the Emperor!
So if you're about to write this video off as heresy or confusing, I understand. I just grew up playing an RTS called Dawn of War and would rather play as a Blood Raven than an Ultramarine Smurf Blueberry.
None of this is really important. Let's start purging, and also spoiler alert, transitions are weird.
The orcs invading your planet and trying to steal your huge-ass Titan tank are a super diverse bunch, ranging from puny little orc children that shouldn't even exist.
Hey, get back here. Don't run away from me. Why do you even exist? Why? Come on. Yeah!
All the way up to the orc war boss Grimskull himself, who was basically Shrek in his final form.
You're trying to steal my Titans? Steal my loot? I'll rip your guts right out your throat!
Equally as diverse are the weapons at your disposal to eradicate them with, from a dinky bolter pistol all the way to a heavy bolter, because when it comes to orcs, the caliber you're firing can never be too high.
I'm gonna need a heavy bolter for this heresy.
The quickest way to purge through scores of orcs?
Melee.
Getting up close and personal is not only the fastest way to cut through a horde of orcs with single, double, and triple hit combos, but believe it or not, it's how Space Marines heal. Yeah, that's right. These guys are so draconian, they don't need to pick up health kits, because the enemies are the health kits.
Very cool. That's what I miss about Space Marine 2. That this brings back health, whereas in Space Marine 2 it was just your armor basically.
Just crump some poor orc, mash your stun key until an orange skull pops up, and execute his ass for a speedy and convenient health boost.
Die, heretics!
Your melee weapon of choice is a trade-off between speed and damage. Like the chainsword is agile and great for cutting things, while you're also simultaneously already cutting things, but it's less potent against heavy armor.
I am cutting things even though I was already cutting things.
On the other hand, or rather, with both hands, the Thunder Hammer handles as awkwardly as a bus, but it also hits like a bus, running a stop sign in a school zone.
Hey, yo, Orc, are you Elon Musk? I'm about to send your ass into outer space!
And you've got a power axe in between those two extremes, and I can't explain why, but it feels like you're competing in a figure skating / rhythmic gymnastics competition when you use it.
It totally is.
Oddly okay with that. If you want to get fancy,
You definitely
can
feel like a
melee 3 times
ballerina.
and mash stun to curb stun multiple enemies and choke slam any motherfucker still standing.
Die, green skin!
So it's safe to say that when it comes to this move, the Emperor most definitely does approve.
I said, cease! I think I stunned too hard. I'm stuck in the terrain.
Oh.
Brother,
I
am
am pinned
stuck
here.
in the terrain. Where's Captain Diomedes when you need him? Brother,
I am pinned here!
Eventually, you'll realize you can't just slice your way through the game. Chaos Marines and their pedantic piece of shit leader meanwhile.
That noise cannot defeat me!
And you'll need to start firing guns if you want to survive. Or more specifically, bolters.
Bolters, brothers!
If you call this thing an assault rifle, I'm gonna break your arms, because it may be used like an assault rifle, only instead of firing a 223 the size of a crayon or a 308 the size of your finger, it fires a 998, which should actually be a 75 cal according to the lore. That's essentially like firing a self-propelled can of Red Bull that explodes after penetrating its target, making it almost into an assault rifle RPG hybrid.
how many fucking robots does this place have? Are we invading an Imperium outpost or Amazon headquarters? I should have never canceled my prime.
You have downward variants and upward variants, like the Bolter pistol in case you've got something heavy in your hands, and my personal favorite, the Stalker Bolter, which is the most satisfying sniper rifle I've ever had the privilege of using.
Just like Sesame Street, you ready? And 1, and 2, and not 3, not 4, 5. I'm really glad that all the orcs saw that are about to be burned, because that was embarrassing.
If you absolutely, positively have to expend as many rounds as possible, the Storm Bolter does exist, which is like a double-barreled
Oh, dude,
LMG.
I love the
That's
Storm
cool
Bolter.
for the first 5 minutes that you use it.
The rate of fire of the Storm Bolter? Perfection. The accuracy of the Storm Bolter? Just put him anywhere that's remotely close to a target. I don't really give a shit.
But better alternatives do exist, because the game gives you 4 slots consisting of a primary, secondary, long range, and...
Fuck, there's way too many fuck!
I kept the Standard Bolter and Stalker Bolter throughout most of the game, because sometimes
I
one
can't remember
bolter
what I
just
used.
isn't enough to stop a horde of orcs trying to crump your ass into outer space.
I'm gonna need 2 bolters for this heresy.
But once I started fighting the forces of chaos, I dropped the Stalker for the Las Cannon, or Laze Cannon, aka the Space Marine Spartan
that
Laser.
one.
That was clearly superior, because here's me killing a Chaos Marine with a bolter.
Thank the Emperor! I was starting to think he was invincible there for a second.
And here's me doing the same deed with a Las Cannon / Laze Cannon.
By the Emperor, that's powerful.
For your heavy slot, it's all about the Vengeance Launcher, which fires sticky nades that you can personally detonate, because who wants to launch rockets when you can launch Vengeance?
A Vengeance Launcher.
That sounds promising.
Even a flame-bursting shotgun exists, but all of these specialized weapons
I
rip
use
through
that
ammo
one a lot.
at an
I love
incredible
the fire.
pace, so honing your bolter skills is the way to go.
Purge them in flame, burn in holy fire!
Navigating the levels is obviously done by either running or rolling. Don't ask me how the hell these characters roll in this much armor. It's a long story. But channeling your inner Dark Souls character to kite enemies or get to objectives faster is a significant portion of your playthrough. It's even useful in boss fights, because who needs to kill orcs when you can just roll out of the way and have orcs kill themselves?
Here he comes! Here he comes! Here he
Oh, I never tried that.
By a member of your own race.
On that note, there are even these little Mike Wazowski looking dudes called squigs that explode on impact and are arguably better at killing orcs than you are. So this theme of orcs killing themselves is not a new phenomenon.
No, that's like, dude, that's like part of the lore. You can't avoid that.
Merge into the group. Get in there. Get in
was saying, you won't always be running or rolling through the terrain because eventually you'll gain access to a jump pack, which when combined with a Thunder Hammer is like an NBA dunk contest mixed with Super Smash Brothers.
Good times, that's what it is.
5 seconds left. LeBron leaps. Oh my Emperor! LeBron James with a complete disregard for
it's beautiful.
This jump pack also happens to be wonderful at getting you places in record time. It's almost like using unbridled rage as a mode of transportation.
It's beautiful.
And now that you know what you're swinging, shooting, and zooming around with, there's one thing that enhances everything, and that's called Fury. If being a Space Marine wasn't already super soldier enough, you can channel Fury, which builds up as you purge heretics, and well,
you go
merciless justice
Super
upon the
Saiyan.
enemies of humanity.
That means your health surges. That means you hit harder. That means you turn 30 seconds of hacking and slashing into a 10-second nightmare for any enemies in your general vicinity, punctuated with curb stomps that are extra earth-trembling.
Oh, that never gets old.
This Fury becomes more and more powerful as the game goes on, and there's even a marksman mode. So if you ever wanted to enter a slow-motion bullet time mode as a badass Space Marine, here's your shot.
Not use this mode very often.
And the only aspect of the game that I love more than the combat, movement, and gear are the objectives. I'm pretty sure every objective in the game is either 3 words or 4 words, and that's the way it should be.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
Yep.
So you may be able to criticize some stretches of the game for being just running and rolling between elevators.
Hey look, I'm on a lift. Does anybody know if repeatedly rolling or sprinting is faster? I've been at this 200 years, I still don't know. Hey look, a lift.
But it focuses on what it's good at, which is violent purging and eradicating any life form that doesn't
It is
look
very
like
good
you.
for that.
Stop resisting! I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I would say sorry for hitting you so hard that the game glitched, but I don't apologize to Xenos.
The story isn't all that important, seeing as the game only takes 5 to 6 hours to beat, and the best character is Orc Warboss Grimskull, because he's the only character that doesn't put me to sleep with her monologuing.
You got new friends now, Space Marine! I ain't finished with you yet, Space Marine!
Sad boy hours when he died.
Not that my second playthrough was any better, because with all the mods I was running, none of the story made any sense.
Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
It is the Bane Blade!
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault, and as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
Engaging Warp Spider! Ah! A Warp Spider!
But at least you had to hook up with some Blood Ravens to cleanse an entire bridge in the end sequence, and given their history of kleptomania, I'm shocked they didn't steal anything.
Hippity hoppity, where the fuck is my property?
You're gonna hit the final boss fight with Mimroth, who's obsessed
Dang, kinda caked up though.
with becoming ascended for reasons that I won't spoil, but again, this game is about the gameplay, not about the story.
Damn it, I had something for this. Something, crack his whack.
It's not about the plotting, it's about the purging. The end. And that's about it. But before I go, I wanted to mention, as of me recording this video right now, it is $7 on Steam. This is in no way a sponsored video. I'm pretty sure Relic, the guys that made it, don't even exist anymore. Of course, Sega still exists, but I don't think Relic is around anymore. So from an unbiased position, if you have $7 on you that you're not going to spend on your next meal, I highly recommend that you pick it up. As long as you don't let a bunch of turbo nerds drown you in lore that takes lifetimes to understand, Warhammer 40k is fascinating. So again, $7, totally worth it. Thanks very much for watching, and be sure to tune in next time when we make fun of the salamanders.
Okay, that would be cool though. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pull up Steam. I'm curious to know. Just want regular Space Marine. So, Space Marine, the Anniversary Edition, is at $10. It's $10 currently. But didn't they improve some things with it? So it's not like the original. It's supposed to be like enhanced, better graphics. Because I think they did that to a couple different games. They enhanced them. Oh my goodness. I reacted a similar way when I speak to a woman. Warp Spider. Ah! Oh. Okay, let me see. How long have we been at this? Oh. Let's see. They say better, but it's not. Well. Oh well. It can't be helped sometimes. Okay, let me see. Maybe we'll do just a couple other short ones. That was good. Oh yeah. Sorry, one sec. Here you go. I'm mad that he hasn't done a Space Marine 2 video. Oh yeah, it's been a bit too. So I would expect that as well. At least I would have anticipated it. Okay. We got a comic dub. So let's do that. This one could be a good one to end on. Chaotic Voices. I feel like I've seen this. Maybe I just feel like maybe I've seen the art. I'm gonna find out though.
This planet is tainted. My sisters, we shall liberate this world of xenosynthestation. Glory to the God Emperor! All shall fear and praise his name.
A foul Xenos race known as the Tau has conquered and entrenched themselves on this once glorious Imperial world. They bring with them their abhorrent technology and blasphemous beliefs.
Onward, sisters! Deliver the Emperor's wrath onto the Xenos scum!
We bring with us the Emperor's light and righteousness. No alien shall stand before the light of the God Emperor's blessed servants.
They're crazy, chat.
On, sisters! Offer them no respite!
No alien shall defile the God Emperor's realm with their dreadful presence. No alien shall... What?
Oh, yeah.
In Tau armor? Traitorous worm, surround him!
Your will, Sister Superior.
How dare you side with the Xenos against the Imperium? Confess your sins, traitor!
To hell with the Imperium!
Cold, uncaring, mindless. Life under the Imperium is nothing but endless toil and suffering. We pray to the Emperor every day for deliverance and salvation, for rest and respite. He has never answered. If he exists, he has never loved us. He has never cared. We are no better than the dirt we tread upon every day. The Tau, when they came, everything changed. They lifted us up, gifted us their technology, gave us a life worth living. A life free from the oppression of the Imperium.
Oh no, he has a kid. He's totally gonna die.
That is why I fight for the Tau! Now we shall all die together!
You were not going to run? Do you not fear death?
If we die this day, we shall be martyrs. Go on, do your worst, traitor.
What? It didn't go off? A malfunction? I don't believe this.
Oh no.
A miracle from the God Emperor. He has decided our time is not yet up.
Praise his holy name. Your verdict on this wretch, Sister Superior?
An easy one, my sisters. All who stray from the Emperor's light must die.
There is none innocent. No, not one.
Oof.
For all have failed and fallen short of the glory of the God Emperor.
For the Emperor!
I was wrong. This planet is not tainted. This planet is guilty.
Chat. You can't fix her. Cool. You can't fix her, chat. Shoddy bad. I mean, you can make her worse. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. I don't know. I don't think that's the case. You're right. She is perfect. Well said. Well said. I like her as she is. There you go. Can she make you worse? I don't know about that. I don't think so. It depends on your definition of worse. She's very radical, very, very, very radical to say the least. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, ow, dude! Did you guys hear any of that? Did you guys hear any of that popping that just occurred? I feel like my microphone might like limit your guys' ability here. Some of it. You heard it? Good, good, good. I feel better. I feel better after all that. Oh my gosh. All right, gentlemen. Gentlemen, we've got some stuff later this week. Thursday and Friday are kind of weird in terms of times, but I'll make an announcement obviously when I go live or have more information. Yeah. And yes, I have watched If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. Perhaps I should watch it again. Although you're not gonna get the same reactions because it was very pure. It was very raw, unfiltered, watching it all for the first time. So, you know, let's do a raid out. Why not? Let me take a quick look really fast. Oh, okay. I have found a chick. Her name is Tori. She's doing a subathon, and the punishment wheel is push-ups and things. That sounds great. I can get behind physical fitness. Let's make the raid message a little different this time around. Oh man, do we do something like workout for the Emperor? Do we be weird or do we be normal, chat? What do you think? Do we be normal? No, what do we think? Should we just be normal? Be weird? Okay. Yeah, get gains for the Emperor. I like that. Yes. Get gains for the Emperor. I don't have a raid option for YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. But yeah, join the Discord if you want to know more about the Radiant Sons. My community worked really hard on writing the lore. It's really, really good. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do the raid out. So guys, you should also impart this knowledge to her. We don't want her to skip leg day. It's critical. It's very, very important. So chat, don't skip leg day, okay?